We are restarting back in top 8. Hopefully Twitch will be kinder to us now.
You have been a bit too early. You can do it again. now we are live.
So yeah, flashback, rewind. Welcome back, everyone. It's Saltmine League. We are here for World Warrior for Europe North and East for some CPT action. It's the first tournament of the season for this region, and we are in the top 8. We've had one match so far, Juicy Joe versus Malmus, and we're about to jump in with Phenom versus Reekerman's Barnet. So everything's going to get even better from here, which is something because we've already had so many amazing matches from so many great players. It's been brilliant. I'm Dr. Buttons and I'm here once again. We're back and it's Ruzu still with me, holding it down. Hopefully we're going to stay here this time. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully so. And I think it's been a fantastic showing from Europe Northeast so far today. Absolutely exceptional play. And from some players that we've not so much seen before in the past. You know, things like Crackalack we saw earlier and some other players as well. Kind of making their showing and their showcase for the region, which is really vital. Of course, this year round is not a super region, it is just a one qualifier region, so it's all to fight for, right? Your points matter, your placements matter, so you got to do the best that you can. You've got 5 opportunities for that, of course, until that regional finals. We just saw Juicy Joe and Malmus play. Juicy Joe taking it 3-0, now in that winners final. Juicy Joe, of course, making it so exceptionally far in the last Capcom Pro Tour, and then, of course, in the finals region in Japan last year. But now we're going to get Phenom versus Reekerman's Barnet. This will be interesting because Phenom, of course, playing Cammy today primarily. We know he's got an abundance of characters, but Rike, of course, on the Honda as well.
Yeah, and Reek's been doing a lot of damage with that Honda. It's a character that you tend to see a lot more in the Nordic region than you do in a lot of places around Europe. So it's definitely fun to see Reek repping our sumo master and being able to really do some damage with it. But it's definitely one where it feels like Phenom's got a lot of options to counter that pick as well, because, you know, fireballs are something that can sometimes be a bit of a problem for Honda. He's not got some of the easiest fireball get-arounds, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who Phenom picks to kind of try and deal with Reekerman's Barnet.
Absolutely. I think just thinking about, you know, Honda in general, just coming back to him, he obviously can beat some safe jump options with that OD headbutt. He's got a few shenanigans that some people can look over. So we have to be very wary of that. It's even like a case of Modern, for example. You know, you forget they can react in a button, in the essence of a button. So it's just thinking about your options and whether you are ready for them as well. So
yeah, I think that's a really good point.
Yeah, Cammy most likely is the case right now. We'll see. Yes, we are going to get Cammy. Looking like Cammy's a tried and true. And it's going to be the case here for Phenom. Of course, such an exceptional player, but can play an abundance of characters. So can Rike, mind you.
Yep, but it's looking like a nice start there for Reekerman's Barnet. And of course, the headbutt is a really great tool versus those dive kicks. It covers quite a lot of distance. And we're already starting to see that Oicha throw. Reekerman's Barnet trying to do some good damage here on Phenom, getting the corner carry, and we've got the install. The sun has been praised.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely been praised in the UK recently, clear that much. The DP and the Karochi throw right on through. Great start for Reekerman's Barnet.
Yeah, really nice stuff. Good confidence boost to get that early round on the board. Really trying to harry Phenom here with these normals, but we know that Phenom will definitely be gathering all this data, processing it, and be ready to make those adjustments.
For sure. And again, the roundhouse. See how effectively Phenom has been using that round, and what a lovely perfect parry. The fears for the punish counter, taking right to the corner, giving a good stomp. Praise the sun. It's like 29 degrees right now. Good headbutt. And the throw to boot, yeah, definitely. And the roundhouse again. You see how he gets that in whenever he possibly can. You know, he wants to keep chipping away that drive bar. Does not want to allow him to have a full stack of butter.
Yeah, it's been used so well, great placement. But we've not really seen it get DI'd very much either. So that shows as well that Phenom's varying timing enough to be able to keep opponents guessing as to when it's going to be pressed. So that's another really good element of the gameplay.
Huge jump in. Leading into that reverse heavy kick. And a round apiece right now. Level 3 on both of these sides. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, what a reset for Reekerman's Barnet going.
That is actually, I don't know if that was intentional, but I think it was kind of rude. That's all I'm saying. Rike kind of rude. Low on drive bar already. The headbutt takes a chunk. The roundhouse once again as a phenomenal poke button.
Stuff that headbutt still doing chunks.
Oh,
Wow.
final
Headbutt
bout.
anti-airs.
It's great conversion there as well. Like, really nice conversion. Ready for those little interactions. They take you a long, long distance if you're ready for those. Can really win the game for you as well. Spin drive smasher here.
Great response from the feed on. Still in burnout. Good opportunity here for Econ's Barnet. Going to be spending all that drive gauge. Still not quite dead for Phenom. Oh, but the hands are going to take it.
Indeed, he will. Sun is winning. Phenom, gonna take a moment. I think Cammy's not a bad choice at all, but if there is an instance of where you want to switch it up, this could be the case. But we're gonna stick it out here.
Yeah, and with first 3 as well, there's still like time to gather data, make
Oh, yeah,
adjustments,
cool.
see if Cammy's going to work. So it's not like the be all and end all if you switch later on at all. And it can sometimes throw your opponent off if they've got into a real groove versus one of your characters.
Yeah, exactly. Could even throw yourself off there. That's another thing to consider, right?
Yes.
If you suddenly switch up, you have to change what you've been doing, how you've been playing, and what buttons you're using, perhaps. Nice.
Lovely DI.
I need a bit more though, because it's got a big mountain to climb. Couple interactions right here. 1 throw, maybe 3. Beautiful touch. TP, yes he does. And 1 more touch here from Phenom to take the round, but doesn't matter. Rike confirmed that beautiful punch. I think it was that medium punch. Phenomenal button.
Yeah. It's such a great of a Honda, and that was a lovely whiff punish from Riekman's Barnet. Looking really good, and like some of these offensive sequences as well are looking really, really slick from Riekman's Barnet.
Indeed. Level 2 on both sides. Rike looking to take another game. Beautiful dive kick. Good touch. Spiral arrow. The throw to boot. Roundhouse as well. Again, I see how every time after that interaction, that sequence of buttons, or that sequence of that combo, he goes to that roundhouse to chip away at that drive bar. Because he's recognizing that Rike is always blocking there.
That is an excellent plan. It's definitely something where we wonder if Reek's going to spot that later on and try and exploit that. Nice counter hit there from Riekman.
I'm guessing a slither if not dead. We'll have to see.
It's going to be close.
I think he might be a slither if I'm wishful for Phenom, but it is a slither. What you got, baby? Ah! Can't block that because the chip out comes through. The chip with the butt slam was enough to take out the health as well. Oh my. Alright, we're gonna go.
Ooh, are we going to see the switch?
I think we're going to see Mai. I don't think we're even going to see Ken. I think we're going to see Mai. I think that might be the better option here because she may well deal with kind of Honda shenanigans a bit better than Ken can.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like that potential to really lock Honda down with the bouncing fans, and you called it. It's mine.
Absolutely. See how this goes. And starts with the OD fan drive rush right in, right between the eyes with the fan. Put some essence on there as well.
And a really great counter poke there as well to push Riekman's Barnet into the corner. Maya's looking nice so far, but here comes the stomp. A little bit of breathing room. And once again, burnout.
Yeah, and gets DI on that stand forward. What a phenomenal call out there from VK. Big body slam.
Just a great burnout pressure here. Just absolutely harrying Phenom, doing as much chip as possible. Oh, what a throw.
Gorgeous throw and a throw to boot in return now. Again. He's not sending it back to the sender. That should be the round. What a turnaround. That looks so in control with VK. He looks so in control of that round, and suddenly gets one throw interaction, just won it for Phenom.
Yeah, Mai's corner Uki is just scary. Like that throw loop is just so smooth, and she's got so many great like buttons that she can press in that corner to really press that advantage. Really good character to be able to pull out in a pinch.
Absolutely. Take his distance, possibly the stand strong in return. Kagura no Mai, and he gets the stocks now to play with. And that's really vital for Mai, you know, in terms of damage wise. Big final bout. Burnout takes him to the corner. Only level 1 and 2 in response. Possibly been there's a lot of burnout situations for Phenom here. Spending a lot of drive bar.
Yeah, really needing to use it. Ooh, big call out. Nice stuff from Riekman. Once again, we're going to be able to keep the Uki going, but here comes that level 1. Finds its mark. Ooh.
hurting so much. Pam and Rike looking to make it a 3-0 against like Phenom. I wouldn't say it's. I mean, it is an upset, but it's not the deepest of upsets, right? Rike can still do some work against Phenom, but he's putting on a show right now.
Yeah, and it really feels like kind of the move to Honda's been really working out for Reekman's Barnet.
Absolutely. Got him in check here. And all he needs is his round right now. Beautiful sequence there, taking to the corner, drive rush. That low, beautiful cancel into the Rochi throw. He's got him on deck right here. Level 1 only response, perhaps a DI. No ban out just yet for Phenom either.
It's great defense versus the Fangs. Finds the counter. Are we going to build enough super in level 2?
Indeed. The ram is coming through and the sweep. Watch your toes, baby. Watch your toes, because Rike.
Wow, what a commanding set from Reekman's Barnet. We have a new Yokozuna in the house, and it is Reekman's Barnet.
Wow. I mean, I can't say I didn't expect that from him, but that was a real upset for it to go 3-0, I think. Phenom perhaps wasn't in the groove against the likes of a Honda.
No, definitely felt like it, and I think it's like one of those ones where I definitely expect it to be a closer match. Like, I thought it could go either way, but be quite a close, 3-2, something of that nature. But no, yeah, that Honda pick was really giving Phenom some trouble.
Absolutely. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. That means we're going to get a Swedish final, or winners final rather, because they're going to get Juicy Joe and Reekman's Barnet in that winners final. Phenom will be going to losers fight. I remember I think it was the very first World Warrior that he actually made grand finals every single time. I think he won all of them. I don't think he lost a single one. And now, to upscale the level in Europe Northeast, as you can see here, for the next region and the next tournament is 5th of July. Make sure you sign up if you haven't already.
Yeah, it'll be a great opportunity to get some more points on the board. And of course, it's not just Europe Northeast who are going to be fighting in Saltmine League to be able to get those World Warrior points. We've got UK and Ireland #1 up tomorrow. And then it will be EU West on Saturday. Slightly different time, starting a little bit earlier at 5 p.m. CEST for the guys in regions like Belgium and the Netherlands and Italy. And of course, Saltmine League is a place for all this action. And not only we've got the 3 regions we just mentioned, we've also got Germany, who are going to be rounding out the weekend on Sunday at 5 p.m. European time, 4 p.m. British Standard Time.
Absolutely. There's so much content this week. You can't miss out. Some phenomenal players that we are going to be scouting for and looking out for. All the talent you could possibly want and all the learning you could possibly do as well. Because, as commentators, we get to see so many, it's such a variety of players, right? Whether they're high skill, low skill, whatever it might be. But it's about learning on the go as well. And I pick up so many things as I watch players. I think, that's a really nice, interesting interaction. That's how you might implement into your own gameplay, perhaps.
Yeah, and this is definitely a situation where people aren't going to be saving stuff in these tournaments. It's all qualifying options. So it's the time when you're going to show everything off that you've got. No time to hide anything.
Absolutely, gotta do it. Give it all or nothing, right? All or nothing. Magic Carper versus Wonder Boy is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, we're going to the Shark Tank, to the loser side of things.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes. And who's gonna bite first? Who's gonna sniff blood? What do you think, Dr. Buttons?
Ooh.
Also,
this is really hard to call.
The stream is running fine since the restart, or is it still acting up?
Ooh, Lost Rock Bottom with the lot. So Lost Rock is saying that Honda is an Ozeki, not a Yokozuna. So that's interesting. Why does he have the rope in his Street Fighter 5 costume? Because that's where it's... Sorry, this is me being a bit too into sumo. But this is the sort of lore that I am interested in.
Are you going to see Dr. Buttons in a sumo outfit soon enough?
I doubt it.
Alright. Okay. We'll find out who's going to be in the under outfit, in the sumo outfit. And I think either of these guys will be, but drinking away is Wonder Boy. And we saw Wonder Boy make a phenomenal comeback against Infinite earlier, right? We saw him get absolutely mauled in the first game until suddenly he just caused some havoc.
Yeah, but these guys have played against each other a lot in tournament, in room matches, in ranked, so they know each other very, very well. So I'm excited to see what sort of like player level counterplay they're going to be bringing out against each other.
Absolutely. The drinks comes right on through. 4 drinks, and actually all he's looking for, one button, right? A beautiful arrow kick. Keeps him in check again. Oi, you're styling him. You're sending a message. And that's what we like to see.
Oh, that is definitely a... No. You're not going to be able to do that to me today. I know you. You can't do that.
Great check for that juggling spray. We've seen Wonderboy actually do some really good checks, but he can get a bit carried away with them. So he's got to be really wary about that.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because they're so, when they work, it's amazing. It feels great, and it's fantastic to shut down your opponent's offense. But you're so right. If you get it a bit wrong, it kind of goes like, ooh, might be a bit iffy.
Yeah, exactly. Level 3 on cue for both of these guys here. No spend just yet. So back to push him into the corner. Pressuring with that strong button there. Level 3 gets Kasai, who might get a side switch or corner carry. I think most likely a side switch, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see.
Ooh, yeah, I think you're right.
Oh no, it's going to kill.
Ooh, wow.
It's going to kill. All right. Don't even need
damn.
a side switch when you can just kill because you've got 3 drinks anyway. Forget about the damage buff that he gets.
And it makes a massive difference, doesn't it? Because like you're saying earlier, that it's, you go 5%, oh, it's not a big deal. And then in times like that, it's a massive deal. But what a great counter DI from Magikarp there. Gonna have a good opportunity here. And we're attacking that drive gauge to get the burnout.
Absolutely. Oi, the funky slicer. The crouch strong. Phenomenal button. Keep him alert. The waning moon comes right on through. I like that he's mixing it up, but Wonder Boy ready for every interaction.
Yeah, great readiness. We'll get the anti-air once again. And nice juggle. Looking good, but a risky throw there. Pays off
he
this
tries
time.
to bait. I like that. I like that attempt to bait. So the drive rush throw from a distance to get a bite out of Magikarp, but he's not biting, just a DI in response.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Big punish opportunity. Ooh, maybe trying to bait something again there. But Wonderboy finds that jump in. And we've got corner carry, we've got drinks, everything's looking nice.
Absolutely, the wreckers come through. Gets a drink, beautiful little step back right there. Gets a nice little sequence into big damage. Trades on the drive rush approach. Good jump back short, and the Bakai fire right on through that ODS slasher.
Yeah, lovely response.
Yeah, I love that perfect parry buffer into the drive rush. Wasn't enough to clip him, unfortunately, but it just shows due diligence of being ready for certain interactions and making the approach and capitalizing.
Okay, so right. And once again, we've got that DP coming out. We've got another drink on the board. Good placement of the dive kick. And those drinks are racking up. We're at level 2.
The low strong to boot. Looking for something. The arrow kick in response to that jump. Tries to check the app, and that should be level 3, and that should be the round and the game. That's 2-0 right now to Wonderboy, playing phenomenally strong against Magikarp here.
Ooh, yeah, there we go. Got the jiggles.
Yep.
There's always that thing of, we know Wonderboy's going to get that, but there's always that thing of, there's the tiny chance it's not going to happen, so you do have that jump scare option.
Yeah, exactly. You could just drop it all of a sudden. Alright, looks like Magikarp might be switching up a little bit. Might be a case of, of course we spoke about the Darcy, we spoke about the Geef. I think Geef has a bit of a hard time, if I'm not mistaken, in this matchup. Maybe someone can confirm that in the chat for me. I'm not too familiar with either of those characters' matchup. I think Darcy might be a good choice as well. Keep Jamie at bay.
Yeah. I think that's a good shout. I think if I was picking kind of on gut feel, if I was switching, I'd go Sim of Geef. But looks like we were just taking a little bit of a breather, letting the momentum switch up, which is always a great thing to do. If you're down, kind of just have that moment to try and also strategize about what you're going to do differently. But I don't think the strategy would have been how to deal with Wonderboy doing a really early DI to get you in the corner, because that's looking good. But what a great cross under.
Absolutely. The jackknife as well to keep him in check. And the roundhouse, looking for those punish. It's great to see that button being used as well, because it can also keeps him safe, but you can use it as a punish counter opportunity. So anyone pressing buttons at the wrong time I'll keep you in check, you know?
Nice anti-air.
Again, these sways are not working out. They're not as doing the due diligence work that he wants them to do. So he's got to find another way to navigate around, because Wonderboy is doing some phenomenal checks right now to keep him alert. You can't approach me and bully me for free.
Yeah, he's so right. And it really feels like that's aggravating Magikarp, like overspending on the drive gauge there. There's just those little things where you can kind of feel that like slight annoyance coming through.
That's right. And now he is on set point here. He's showing up. I don't think Magikarp has even had a round, if I'm not mistaken. But, oi, the Senai kick into the break-in. Drink? Yes, he will. I'm thirsty, baby. Oh!
Bit of a call out there from Magikarp, but Wonderboy can block in time. That drive gauge is slowly recovering, but Magikarp going to try and force us into that corner. Does find the stun.
Good touch. What you got after this? The great Sobat. I like that. We go for the knee shot. Keep him in check. I like the delay, but unfortunately gets clipped. Yeah, with a dive kick. Wonderboy still in with a chance here.
Yeah, also has level 2 available, so can maybe go for something slightly riskier to kind of close that distance. And again, like I said, it's really causing Magikarp problems, and we're not seeing like the rotation of that option maybe out of the current game plan.
Yeah, even just going for the sway, you can actually just bait a button and buy it back with your own button. So that's what's not really happening here for Magikarp, but it's almost a like you said, frustration. He gets the round regardless, but you've got to mix up the options. You don't always have to go for the overhead or the low. You can just go for nothing and actually force Wonderboy to try and check potential. The great Sobat comes through. Level 3 on Wonderboy's side here, low on drive bar.
Yeah, we're still going for those sways. It's definitely where you go. I would see it, but again, great Sobat. Punish counter put, first drink.
Yep. There we go. The great Sobat. Magikarp bites back with a game of his own. Can he do the reverse? Because Wonderboy, he's trying to find. I think he was trying a bit too hard to close it out there almost. And that's why Magikarp capitalized on a few opportunities where he got the level 1s in for exerted damage and got the Oki going.
Yeah, that's a really good shout. So it might be that Wonderboy just needs to take a breath and be like, I'm going to get this, but I just need to not rush it. Just need to keep the calm that I had at the start of this game and not just kind of get too angsty to get it done.
That's right, that's right. Low on drive by here. You got to parry through, takes the hit instead. Got to parry, taking the clip, tries to fight up with a button. Now in burnout, gonna get DI'd. Excellent grab. That is a very tight interaction.
No.
So he gets it, level 1. Air slash is gonna come through, gonna chip. No, it could have got. I don't know if he could have gone for Bukai Raw there. I think without OD, he might not have been invincible taken, but it's just how it goes sometimes. One more round to tie it up, considering Wonderboy was almost on the cusp of taking his set. Magikarp was doing excellent to bring it back.
Yeah, whatever like kind of planning that Magikarp did in that little break, it was really good planning because it is working out so nicely now, holding his corner position really well, trying to bait something out there. Those sways are just going backwards now.
Indeed, a new dive kick. Where is he? And there you go. There's an option to go for nothing, right? He's starting to implement that. Level 2, Devil's Song. Getting that drive bar back up. 4 drinks on deck here. The fierce, ever so strong. Beautiful dive kick. Oi! I love that. What you got behind it though?
Go. Not loads. No anti-air that time either, but finds the low from the drive rush.
Level 2, the Marvelous Festival gets checked, and now it's either set point or go to 2-2, taking the distance.
Oh, this feels like it's going to be a close round because it could go either way right now. Very even when it comes to Super Bar.
Nice. Taking to the corner, double dash, gets caught by the OD arrow kick.
Drink number 1 unlocked.
Low on drive bar, and you see how he stands full screen. You're only going to recover that drive bar where you walk forward. So, burnout. This is looking a bit dire. Level 1 breaking, beautiful stuff. Bites through the DI as expected, and actually, if anything, that's actually a good DI. And that sounds silly, but you're forcing him to spend meter, And now Wonder Boy's got nothing. If he makes the approach and actually applies some good pressure, this could be Magikarp's.
Right.
Yeah, look, see it? Throws him right to
Is
the corner.
it?
He forced
Yes.
the spend. All intentional. Good stuff from Magikarp.
And perfect spacing, because that was one where it was like, this is either just close enough or just too far. So choosing that moment to send that final DI as well, beautiful stuff. And yeah, great analysis on the thinking there. Just really great stuff, really amazing conditioning.
Yeah, for sure. Forcing your opponent to spend is part of that, right? I'm happy to take that chunk of health because I've still got the advantage, you know. The drink on through. Now 2 games on the cusp. Looking to make it a third is Magikarp, but Wonder Boy fighting back. Level 1 drive by here. Level 1 on both sides. 2 drinks to make it 100% damage. The Rekka comes through. Another drink. A third. Got tension unlocked now. Beautiful Rekkas here. Another drink. There we go. 4 drinks now. Got to buttons.
Lovely. Oh, didn't quite make the anti-air though. Those knee drops are doing some damage. Magikarpa's putting on some great pressure here. Really trying to force Wonder Boy to make a mistake, but it's him who cracks first. Ooh, drive rush there trying to bait something out, and we're in that corner once again.
Absolutely, the DI bites through, and that should be the round if Magikarp can keep it up. Marvelous festival. Might be enough, should be enough. We'll find out in a second. There you go, kick to gullet. Lovely stuff. And now, on set point is Magikarp. This is loser side, by the way. It's so vital. Phenomenal comeback.
Can you
And
really
actually,
do the reverse real, man? Actually crazy.
honestly, it can happen. It can absolutely happen. Good sweep. Drink to boot. Dive kick. They're both swinging around each other, not hitting. Level 3 here. Just another drink to go for. Yeah, there you go. Recover with the drive bar. And 100% damage. Got the Bakai as well to fight around it. Greater Sobat burns out intentionally. Looking tight.
This is going to be tricky for Wonder Boy. But that level 3 is available, and we know Wonder Boy's got the reactions. Magikarp goes for the throw, and again.
Yeah. Oh my, the
back.
back throw.
Oh, beautiful. Wonder Boy
tight
cannot. Ooh! And the trade is going to be in Magikarpa's favour, and that is going to be 3-2, the reverse 3-0 to Magikarpa, taking it over Wonder Boy.
You know what? That was fantastic from both sides, but I just want to pick up on one quick thing that, you know, what Magikarpa did. He just stopped swaying altogether.
Yeah, you're so right. Yeah.
Yeah, he just stopped swaying altogether. Like, he only did it in certain interactions where, okay, I sway, I do nothing at full screen and try to get a reaction, but otherwise, I don't really think I saw him do much of that afterwards. Just kind of applying pressure where he can with normals and really getting in Wonder Boy's face. And after that, it just really was all downhill for Wonder Boy. It was a great start. Unfortunately, the flow just couldn't close it out.
Yeah, and you could definitely feel almost as if like the mental was kind of playing a role in that, almost like that kind of need to get things done quickly kind of gave Magikarp a couple more openings to be able to work around as well. So yeah, definitely one that you're going to be sitting at home going, oh man, I was so close, but great stuff from Magikarp to be able to keep it going and get that win.
Absolutely, which means his reward is now to fight Phenom. So we'll see how that goes on. And, you know, it just goes to show you, he could be fighting any one of these absolutely talented players. But Wonder Boy, he gets that 8th placing, he gets the points for that. Still a fantastic placement for players that 80 player attendees tournament. And of course, the match arena there, Dr. Barnes. What should we say about that?
What we should say about it is that we've got $62.50 in that match arena pot already, thanks to the generosity of everyone who's been donating so far and to everyone who's claimed the codes. But we can do better, and we're hoping to aim for $100 for tonight to be able to pay out the top 2, so that then we can reward the players for all the really hard work that they've been putting in tonight. And thank you so much to everyone who's been putting in the donations so far. We've got Third, we've got Petty, and of course, we've got Iron Power as well, helping out to boost that prize pool. And let's see if we can get it up even further.
Okay, let's say it this way. I think we never had a World Warrior with under at least $100. Will Northeast region actually be the first?
There you go. You heard it first from Ritus. If you don't hit the 100, you'll be the first to never reach 100 in the World Warrior region. So, guys, please, if you are so kind, we appreciate, you know, regardless of the contributions of the codes and claiming the codes rather than the contributions from the gentleman there, Pedi, and who is it? Thad 13 and Iron Power. Iron Power, just a regular contributor, you know, it's greatly appreciated. Of course, we want to hit those payouts. It's a nice little reward for the players.
Yeah, it's every bit helps, and I think it's always nice when you like hard work's rewarded, because this is this tournament is stacked. Getting through even to the finals is a massive achievement, and it just helps, like, I suppose in some ways fill that like almost like war chest fund for being able to go to tournaments, to be able to then play more people, get better, and yeah, I think every little helps. Absolutely,
and we're gonna get some Kimberly action. Don't mind if I do. Finally, some Kimberly, the real meat. We're getting to forget the vegetables, we're getting to the meat now. And all right, Fang, absolutely fantastic Kimberly. I might want to add. I think he's probably one of the best Kimberleys in the region, along with Salty Kid and some other players that might want to call out on that side, for example. But I believe he made top 8 as well, if I'm not mistaken. Just looking at my notes.
Yes, last time definitely did make top 8.
Yeah, 5th, 6th. So made in that region. That's actually fantastic for what we've seen so far today, right? And of course, looking to make the same results already.
Yeah, off to a fantastic start. This is exactly what you want. The only thing that could have gone better for Fang is being in winner's bracket, but making it top 8, you kind of go like, that is an amazing start to the season. Wherever you come now, you go, this is a great place to build from, securing some strong early points, but Fang will be wanting to go further. I think like 7th place isn't going to be enough. It's going to be time to march on the bracket.
Yeah, I just want to point out that Fang actually, he's lost his very first game 2-0 to someone called Maiko. So, you know, he's had to do the losers one. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it might be 6th, 7th game now. So that's a big run you've had to make against some talented players, right? Let's see if you can make it the distance though.
Yeah, had to take the long and tortuous route so far, but nice side switch combo here. Getting back towards mid-screen, but Shady Imposter doing a great job here at chipping away at that drive gauge. And we're now going corner to corner. Not great spot here for Fang. Nice anti-air.
Yeah, we could use those arc steps. Big touch there, the greatest Sobat. We're going to get air slashes. There we go. Just to chip him out. Kimberly had no option there. That was guaranteed. Guaranteed. Level 1 on Fang's side right now. Looking to do his arc step. Not true, that string. So Shady's going to be ready for those little ones. Maximum damage. OD Nui Twister. And actually, let's see if you've got a safe jump. Going to go for it. What's the response? Parry. So now you're going to start conditioning, right? When you go for the safe jumps, condition into parry. See what they're going to do. If they parry, start throwing them, you know? Then you start mixing up the options. You go with the jumping, you know? Before go for the low. Little things like that. Start guessing all the time.
Yeah, and we're seeing Fang rotate those options so well. Already mixing up Shady, and it's going to be the throw that's going to take it. Nice start there for Shady. And a great drive reversal. Finds the throw as well on the parry attempt from Fang. Fang already really low on drive gauge, needs to be careful.
Absolutely, Molly's Festival, gonna get big chunk.
Knee drop once again, finding its mark. Fang in a tough spot here in the corner, needs to do something right now to stay alive. Are we gonna see the CA? We do! It hits. That's going to put Shady Imposter in burnout. We'll have level 1 available. Fang is going to be recovering so much of that drive meter, and it is about to go back into the green.
Yeah, recognising that, of course, he hasn't got a true reversal there. Only greatest Sobat here, not an invincible reversal. Might go for DI. Just chip him away, baby. There you go. The Vagabond comes right on through. Good pressure there. Really relentless, and that's really important against someone, especially that's got a lack of reversal options there. You know, there was no drive bar. Only level 1 could not have bit through. It's not invincible. So little things like that are really important. Recognising your opponent's situation.
100%. And Fang has already pushed Shady Imposter into that corner, trying to bait stuff out there, using the elbow drop. Getting no bite so far, but we found another hit from the low.
Yeah, safe jump. Yeah, see how he swapped that up into a button, and he actually went for the overhead afterwards. So there's lots of kind of changing things up here.
Wow, yeah, great rotation of all the options available, and that is how you play Kimberly to this standard, isn't it? You've got to show all these options, rotate them, read what your opponent's going to do, and be constantly adapting to it. Ooh, slight drop there.
Right, Tariq gets dry rushed on.
Lovely, great parry, but isn't able to convert from it. Fang looking low on drive gauge now, needs to be careful.
Beautiful touch right now. Take him to the corner. Level 3? No. Oh, yeah, that was a cheeky low reset. I like that. Shady. Oh, he goes for the judgment. Yeah, Fang's in with the chance to go for that slide. The Vagabond, no level 3, goes to the back throw. Great check on the run by Shady with the stand short. Phenomenal.
Yeah, really nice stuff. There's a bit where it's like, oh, nice maybe for Fang to spend that level 3 there. Make it a little bit more, like, pressure on Shady Imposter, but we might be about to see it now because Fang will want the nice upgrades. But no, we're just going for this Fang setup. But it's Shady who spends first. Big damage, and we're going to be getting it towards that burnout.
Absolutely marvelous festival, but I don't think Fang's having a marvelous time right now. Oh yeah, Slasher. The diss track, that's known as a diss track, that throw, by the way. So all throws actually have a name. You didn't know already. That's called the diss track. Yeah, and that should be lights out. Fang. Great showing. It was a lot. We spent a lot of the time in that game there on the right side of the stage. There was a lot of pressure happening on the right side. Not like a movement on the screen, so we just really going all out here.
Yeah, and I think there were a couple of chances that Fang had to spend level 3, and so with him ending up dying with level 3, you kind of go, maybe don't hold on to it. Maybe spend it that little bit early, that little bit suboptimally, because, you know, you still get something from it when you're playing as Kimberly.
The thing is, a lot of Kims are under the kind of the understanding or the kind of agreement that we spend level 3 because the how vital it is as an install. It's a permanent install that gives you 11% damage, so you end up with that 101% damage. You get fantastic movement speed. If not, I think it's the best movement speed in the game. So even if in a case where you're kind of spending it to end a round, it's almost always worth it. But it's sometimes the EU greed that happens, you know. You don't have to spend.
Yeah, you want to save it, and it's like, oh, but it's my level 3. I might need it, and it's like, well, if you die with it, you're still not going to be able to spend it.
That's right. Tries to look for a trade there, doesn't get it, unfortunately. Jackknife maximum keeps him at bay. Beautiful anti-air side switching, and that's something Fang's very good at. Just kind of keeping on your toes. Am I going to be on this side of that? Good, perfect parry.
Nice, great throw there from Shady Imposter. Oh, didn't bait out. I thought it was going to be a bait there, but gets caught by level 1. Spent the can. Nice Jackknife maximum there, though. And we've got the throw to close out that round for Shady Imposter.
Absolutely. Looking solid. This is something that I would consider a harder matchup for Kimberly. I would compare it very much to Guile, where it's just very hard to get in and get your kind of snowball effect going. Oh, I love that. Very nice. Keep them in. Again. Oh my goodness. Watch your toes. Block low, please. Do something. Oh my goodness.
It was good.
He must have lost a leg in the process. Did you see it? Level 3 for Shady Imposter. Don't think you get to spend. Will we see the level 3? The level 2 possibly from Fang. Alright, level 3. I like it. I agree. I concur. Okay, you don't get to carry, a bar maybe perhaps into the next round, but you get the install. And it's really vital for Kim.
Yeah, whatever happens, you're not going to die with full bar. You're always going to say, I spent it. I got the buff. I just needed to use it.
Indeed. Nice. Like the check into Vagabond. Looking for the run up. The perfect parry. Another one. Good. Check. Lovely stuff from Shady. You're not getting away with this free pressure. Oi!
Ooh. Nice cheeky.
Oh my god. Rush. Very nice. It's a bomb set up. Yeah. No bombs, no. However, for Fang right now, got a block in the corner. Oh my goodness, this is Mario. Almost hear the point. The point effect. Yeah, I could literally hear the bounce effect in my head. Throw one more. Careful. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you got a slither of health. You can still win. This is the thing about Street Fighter 6. Knee shot.
Yep. This is where I get scared out.
Oh my god! It's.
Ooh. It's gonna do it.
Face. Ah! Why would you do it? What? Oh my god! You just cracked. Oh my god. Right. That was a burst of desperation, Dave. He was throwing out the shorts in the corner because he really wanted to kind of hit him. But the commentator's curse comes through again. What can I say?
Yeah, it just felt like panic, didn't it? Almost like they're like getting that game was within the grasp, and then it just went like, no, slid away.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta watch his ankles one more time though. Again, he's really slicing for those ankles.
Yeah, but Shady's just kind of going, well, I can take it because I can do big damage in other places, it feels like.
That's right. That's the thing Kit kind of lacks, right? Overall kind of consensus is that she lacks the damage. She needs one more interaction than you do. So you got to be careful. Beautiful check on that drive rush. What you got? Gonna go for a reset. Alright, overhead, yeah. Ready with the jackknife maximum. Tries to reach. Doesn't burn out though. Big slide. Tries to tech. And does get a successful one at that. Beautiful touch. No confirm!
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Escape. Ooh, lovely. Lovely cross under. Bang, still in it.
Throw to boot. For his opportunities now. Yes, baits the parry. Bang looking for another opportunity here to get him throw looping, but Shady just drive rushing right out of there, and we forget how phenomenal DJ's drive rush is.
This corner position is not ideal though for Fang, and Shady Imposter's going to be able to get some great Urk off the setup, but great drive reversal there for Fang. Escapes the corner.
Looking for an opportunity. Drive rushing right in, gets caught with the slide. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there. You've got to be careful. That was a jackknife, I think. Fortunately for Shady, he doesn't get the full animation. That would have been dead otherwise. Mayhem right now. They're just back and forth. They want their interaction. They want their touch.
It is. The buffer end.
You can actually just block string him right now. Yeah, you're looking for a level 3. That is chip 2-2. Very nice stuff. Oh my. Got me on my toes as well.
Bringing it back.
That's what I was playing for a moment then. Let me know.
Alright, it's just like, whew.
Deep breath. Right, as they both do. Keeps in front. Does not opt to go for those side switching shenanigans. Beautiful Nui Twister to follow up from the bomb. Good placement there.
Lovely setup.
Another one. Yeah. Not wanting to take that. Drive reversal. It's complete buttons on buttons right here. They're just constantly fighting for the health advantage. That should be the round.
It looks like Fan. Yeah. It's going to be with the slide. Set point for Fang.
Great stuff here. Fang looking to take the set right now. One up. Keeping him in check. Beautiful jab check on that. And a throw to boot. He's not actually done that yet, I don't feel. From memory, I don't think he's even done the direct throw.
Got Shady fighting out of the corner now. Trying to find some ways to challenge Fang. Moves back into that corner, gets counter hit.
One more touch.
Back on the defensive. Ooh. Back throw. This could be a good turning point, but Fang finds a counter hit. Doesn't quite escape the corner yet though.
Oh my god, he's just trying to find every angle. He's coming for him at every point.
Yeah, those options. It's just like strike, throw, high, low. Are you ready?
Yeah. Big jump at medium punch though. Oh my goodness, we are going to the final round of this set. It's so tight right now, I could go anyway. Both sitting on level 3 here, Dr. Buttons. It's wild.
That is so wild. What a response from Shady Imposter. It definitely felt for a while there like Fang had it, but what a comeback from the DJ player now in the corner. Trying to set up some offense. Nice offensive drive reversal there to keep Fang locked down.
Indeed.
Trying to throw to get back to mid-screen.
Trying to reach. No anti-air, but gets him with the jab. Confirms him to a level 3. This is going to hurt ultimately his drive bar. He's going to get scaled quite a bit with the jab confirm. But ultimately, Shady in a very good position. Ooh, that might be lights out. Not enough. D-shot.
Oh, the reset.
Ah, but out. The double so bad. Take it and 3-2. Shady Imposter, Dr. Buttons.
Wow, that is incredible. Like Shady having the fortitude to kind of come back, kind of not once, but twice. That was such good play. But also Fang really kept it up. And again, it felt like there was that moment where like the game plan started to fall apart, but in being able to put everything back together to be able to push so far and nearly have the win in your grasp, that was so good.
It was absolutely exceptional. I couldn't believe how close that set was. How it goes, but congratulations, Frank, for making it top 8 nonetheless, right? In a very stacked tournament, shall we say. That means we're going to get our top 6. Juicy Joe and Vika Men's Barnet, of course, in that winners final. We'll be seeing them shortly after the losers quarters final, which is Phenom versus Magic Carpa, Mammoth versus Shady Imposter. It's going to be really fun to watch. We've got 2 DJs, mind you, in top 6 here. A JP, a Honda, Cami, Mai, and a Blanca.
Yeah, nice character variety. It's interesting as well that DJ is kind of like our double character. And I think it's also going to be cool as well to see Phenom versus Magikarpa as a run back. But what else is cool is, of course, the match arena, because it looks like we've got very close to that $100 goal. We're at $94.
We're getting
$6
there slowly.
away.
Slowly but surely. Who is that? Sir Cloud. Thank you very much. Long live the Swedish FGC and our Queen. Oh, Queen Dr. Buttons. It always reminded me of Gears of War there for a second. Not Queen Mira, but Queen Dr. Buttons.
Yeah, that's definitely not me. It must be some other one.
All right, goodness. But anyway, Queen Dr. Buttons commands you that you should actually donate a bit more to the prize pool if you can, guys. We would love to see that $100 contribution. It'd be amazing to see top 2 pay out for $100. $150 means we will get to pay out the top 3, and you know all these players are ever so deserving.
Yes, that is very, very right, sir. If you can, please help out because we are now so close. It's just $6. It's almost there, and it's $6 for the top 6. So you know we've got 6 matches left, $1 a match. I think we can do this.
Oh, we can absolutely do it. We can definitely make it the distance. So looking at the bracket right now, we're getting right into it. Don't even have to think about it. We're getting right into the action. Phenom versus Magikarpa.
No mercy for you.
It's gonna be fun.
It's the run back.
It is indeed very close. Previous set, right? Oh,
It was.
Is it
Oh,
a bit
no,
lag?
we got something going wrong.
all right. We'll give them a moment. I think there's perhaps doing a bit of a button check online.
Yes, maybe.
We'll give it a moment. Banjo, why do I recognise the name? Why did Banjo not enter today? Did Banjo not duck in the bracket? Or is it me? I've seen Banjo in the bracket before. Blanca player as well. I'm washed. You're not washed. Get your butt.
No.
Bonjo. Is it Bonjo? Okay, maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know.
But there are so many people in the bracket, so hard, you know, because we've got a great showing today, a record for EU North and East. It's really hard to like keep track of everyone.
It is. No, yeah. Nabil's just trying to confuse me. Listen, I know my stuff, Nabil. You get out of here, all right? None of that shenanigans. Right. Well, we'll give those guys a moment, and we'll see what will happen. Of course, we're going to see Cami versus DJ, and it was quite an interesting bracket, I think, between them two, or game rather, a set.
I think it was 2-1, and wasn't it that Magikarpa nearly had it to go through on winner's side? It was really, really close.
Not the same.
Yeah, they're just trying to confuse me. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. Let's not ask for a question, don't correct me. Thank you very much, Nabil. All right. Anyway, we're going to get right into the game. And spending all his drive-by. He seems to be spending a lot of drive-by, is Phenom. He's actually spending.
Yeah, definitely seeing the green. Feels like he's got the cash. And so he wants to spend it. He's just like, we've got the green. I'm spending all that money.
Claude. You should have... It was Dr. Button's job to correct me because she knows you.
I should have done, but, you know, I was too like, no. But Phenom
I don't mind being...
was
No,
very
I have no
ready for
issue with
that
being
bit.
corrected. I have no issue with being corrected. It's like, you know what, at school, right, when I've got my children in class, I'm like, please tell me how to say your name, because if I spend the whole year calling you the wrong name, it's silly, isn't it? Like, well, anyway, Phenom not getting a bit toasted rather by Magikarp in this first round. First of three, of course, we've got an extra game to play with here.
Yeah, and that's definitely one where we could see, like, you know, a bit of a repeat of what we've seen before, with it being super close right to the end. Or it could be that, you know, we've got full data now and are all ready to go. And that was a lovely block there from Phenom, dealing with the OD reverse beautifully, getting a good chunk of damage on as well, and finding another hit there as well. Lovely conversion. And that is going to be a dead DJ.
Going very quickly these rounds. And already, final round of this first game.
Yeah, these guys are swinging. We've got full, like, super bar available. Level 3s can be used at any time. And they're going to be looking for any chance they can to be able to spend that and cash it.
Absolutely. The throw to boot. Gonna go. And often you'll see after that throw, go for that stand strong to apply some good pressure. And even after
a little bit.
Yeah. And even like going after the little sequence with the spiral arrow, goes to the roundhouse. So beautiful spin knuckle into Delta Red Assault. Good start for Phenom here.
Gonna be one game up, giving that little bit of a buffer, a little bit of that chance to be like, okay, come on, Magikarpa, you've got the pressure on you now. Let's see what you've got. What are you gonna give us?
Yeah, good start for Phenom. Magikarpa fighting his way through into this top 6 though against Wonder Boy earlier. Saw the reverse sweep. Potentially can happen again.
Yeah, because, you know, we know that Magikarpa can take a break, have that little think about what we're going to do differently, and really apply it. So it's definitely not a given that just because everything's going Phenom's way at the moment that it'll stay doing that.
Absolutely, looking at that low forward, and we've seen Phenom do such phenomenal low forwards and leading such massive damage, but also corner carry. Takes him a long way.
It does. Ooh, nice use of the over there from Magikarpa. Fired our way in, holding down this corner really nicely. Good jump timing there from Phenom, and finds the throw.
Indeed, Oid loved that escape from the corner here, and like how he forces the burnout. Beautiful back heavy kick there to keep Phenom in check. Gonna take some air slasher pressure here, like the bait, the feint, very similar. You know, it's one thing a lot of people might have issue with, or hold issue with. That's dead. You know, his air slasher feint is very similar to his actual trajectory, like how animation looks. So people can get, it's a real proper feint. It really can catch you off guard if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, it's really designed to throw you off, isn't it? And so Phenom's like patience there has been so good.
Yeah, definitely showing us due diligence there. Level 3 on both sides, looking for that stand strong. Good pressure here. The roundhouse took away that drive bar. Excellent landing spike right there. Looking for a beautiful whiff punish. Wait, level 3 comes right on through. Big spend
Nice
here.
big connect. Going to be close to burnout as well. He tries to bait something out there rather than go for pressure, and the anti-air works this time. So it's around on the board for Magikarpa.
Absolutely. That low forward, looking for something to kind of connect. Or low short rather.
Yeah, definitely looking like looking to catch Phenom walking backwards and forwards, just catch those toes and be able to get something going.
Yeah, we've seen so many times. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, we've not really seen that as part of his strategy yet, so it's kind of interesting to see that be like working in at this stage.
Yeah, it's like layers, right? You implement new strategies as the game progresses or the set progresses. You don't want to give everything away at once, right? And it's kind of keeping your opponent on the toes. I think especially one thing he's probably looking for, where Phenom's always, as you said, walking back and forth, right? He's doing the footsie game, but looking for that low forward connect and the low strong connect. Because Phenom is getting most of his damage like that.
Certainly has, and that is another great cash out for Phenom, and we're going to be at 2-0 here. It's looking like Phenom's got the read on what Magikarp wants to do now. The data from their first encounter is still serving Phenom well.
Really good sequence here. Oh, we might see a bit of a shake up here from Magikarp, but I think we've seen DJ only today, right? So it's been a lot of a commitment to this character. Clearly, we mentioned earlier, we believe it's his strongest character. I'm not sure whether he knows that or he feels that. He may well feel the same. But to have an abundance of characters is always good to kind of counter pick as well, or keep yourself on your toes a little bit.
Yeah, and I think Magikarp is definitely, I think he's pretty secure in that DJ is the best probably of the bunch, and I think it's been good, like in a situation like this, super high pressure, to just have that focus on a single character. So then you're not having those kind of like readjustment times, because you definitely do not have chance to be able to do that at the moment. And Phenom is having some great pressure here, but as I said, Magikarp finds a fantastic back throw, keeping the pressure going here in the corner. Still trying to find a way to break through Phenom's defense. Some great patience here. And a lovely DP once again. Those anti-airs have been absolutely beautiful.
Oh, a beautiful response to that. And that actually should be Spin Drive Smasher, I believe. There we go. Maximum damage combo. Knows his roots. Even in that, perfect parry instances where of course it gets scaled, you've got to know what to spend and how to spend and when to spend.
Yeah, and of course using the new routes as well with the juggle from the light spin knuckle as well, making great use of those little tweaks to Cammy.
Absolutely. Oh, the slide catches him off guard. Watch your toes.
There we go, D to try and get out of that corner.
Ah,
we've got some big
the
whiffs.
miss. Yeah, too far, unfortunately. And that means, oi! My whiff for your whiff. We're turning it back to sender. Oi, what a connect there into that level 3. The already saw 3-0. It was a good fight back from Magikarp by Dr. Buttons, but it was just a bit more convincing on Phenom's side this time.
Yeah, it really was. It definitely feels like Phenom just took that knowledge from their previous set and just rolled with it and went, now I've got this, I'm gonna use my running strategies from last time, build on them. And Magikarp wasn't really able to find the adaptations this time to be able to kind of play around those adjustments. So great stuff from Phenom, as we'd expect, and it will be him that moves forward into losers semi-final, and we'll be waiting to face the winner of Malmus versus Shady Imposter.
Absolutely, looking forward to seeing that one. And I just Blanca into DJ. I'm not even sure what to expect, to be honest. It's going to be mayhem.
It's definitely yeah, because it's going to be like air slashes filling the screen. It's potentially going to be Blanca-chans bouncing around and causing chaos. There's going to be rainbow balls, up balls, just Blanca balls. Everything's going to be moving everywhere all at once.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be the scary thing, right? Like, it's going to be absolutely wild. The thing about Blanca, it can really have some shenanigans, of course, with the hop. The wild nail for such far reach, right? We saw the claw, how it reaches. It's a very punishable button. We saw Juicy Joe actually DI it earlier. So, you can't use buttons like that too freely, because if your opponent catches on, and especially a very solid player, they'll be ready for interactions like that. But Shady has been quite solid on his approach and his defensive kind of side of things as well. And willing to try a few risks as well in his play.
Yeah, definitely making those calculated risks, like choices on when to push his luck and go for like situations where it's going to be high risk, high reward. And that's obviously so important as well, being able to assess when's the right time to take the risk and when, is it going to probably give you more benefit than kind of loss if you take it. And we are jumping straight in, as I expected, DJ Blanca, and this is going to be one hell of a set.
Absolutely, getting right in there. The wild lift comes through. Blanca ball taken to the corner. Instant response with the OD jackknife. Not having any of this pressure. Clips him on the dry rush approach.
Nice little jump out there just to escape from getting quite close to corner there from Malmus. Finds the knockdown and loops again on Oki. Keeps getting counter hits. Shady Imposter's waking up pressing buttons. And we're just doing it again because it's been working as a strategy, but this time we find the throw and nice tech.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Level 1 on both sides. Malmus on the cusp of getting that level 2, that install. We forget about how strong that Lightning Beast is. Really strong super.
Yeah, it's definitely one that isn't in the conversation of best level 2 in, kind of anymore. It's always like, oh yeah, JP and Rashid, but Lightning Beast is still really, really good.
It really is.
Looking a bit low on drive gauge here. Use a shout to earth. Nice pressure from Shady.
Wait, I'm perfect. That's what he does. Wait, really nice step back there, Malmus. Looking divine right now. Really good stuff.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous, just like a micro walk shimmy. Perfect distance. Absolutely beautiful stuff.
How he plays chase down. Look how he's constantly playing chase down. I'm gonna hit my buttons before you can throw your buttons out, right?
Yeah, and the spacing awareness is so good. Really making great use of like the right tool for the right job. And again, that's such a quick round. Never one to finish it off.
Because he's
Absolutely.
He's absolutely relentless on his approach. This is the thing, right? He's not letting him breathe.
Yeah, and this time here comes Shady. Finds a nice up ball there from Malmus. Drive advantage here for Shady Imposter.
Yeah. Stack of drive bar as well to be using. And he'll keep using it because he's on a drive rush approach, right? But right here, every single time, Malmus is getting in there before he can. No jackknife to counter the approach. Big touch there from Shady. Will we get level 2? No. Gonna get double dash again. I believe every time he double dash, he tries to press a button, if I'm not mistaken. That's why he gets the up ball, and it always works out for him. Yeah, he's might even be trying to jab
that's
check
really good
him.
awareness. Oh, and we're looping. Nice check there, though. Big call out with the DI, but it doesn't work out for Shady. And now Malmus has got all that drive gauge back. He's going to be able to something started if we can stay alive.
Yeah, you gotta get the party started. Ah! The wild lift.
The scramble. Oh, the jump back doesn't quite work. Oh, and the
touch.
trade.
Yeah. Driver jab gets collapsed on by the blanker ball.
Oh, no punish
Really
on the
nice.
sweep attempt. Great throw from Malmus. Oh, but what a sway. Watch your toes, time. And we're going right into that corner. Lovely juggle sequence. Here's Blanca-chan. This is going to really hurt.
Absolutely. He might even kill actually. Level 1 possibly. Oh, another blanker ball, doesn't matter. The thing is, right, Shady's not very good at protecting his ankles, I've noticed. So we might have to kind of consider that in the future. He's been getting chopped a lot on those toes. They're half hanging off at this point.
They are. It definitely is one of those things where it's like, it just seems to keep getting caught. But then, and again, on Wake Up, the button presses definitely seem to be in places where Malmus is absolutely ready for them as well.
Yeah, exactly. Malmus looking to make this a 3-0 right now, and a rather speedy 3-0. Like, Shady has been fighting well, but just not enough to collapse on a round or a game. And here the DI gonna come through. He was actually buffering, just the answer wasn't there ready with the super. So beautiful stuff from Malmus here to take out Shady Imposter.
Yeah, really excellent game. And I think it kind of felt like that Shady almost had like an idea of a game plan that he wanted to run, and it wasn't working, but we didn't really see much of a switch up to try and change things a little bit to kind of work around what Malmus is wanting to show. But really great play from Malmus, and a fantastic run for Shady Imposter as well. Like this early on, getting that 5th place, that is a great start for that points total.
Yeah, absolute mayhem, but 3-0. And the thing is, right, thinking about last placements for the online event, right, in the regional finals, it was Shady that made 5th to 6th place, right? But Malmus actually was in that 7th, 8th place region. So those guys are very close in terms of skill range because they were getting those high placements. But right now, on this occasion, it'll be Malmus moving on 3-0. And guys, don't forget to check out the Capcom Spotlight. It'll be happening in an hour and a half, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So guys, I believe they're gonna be showing some Sagat action, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to see, I'm just giving whispers what I think is going to be the case, right? So
yeah, but we do know at least that Street Fighter 6 is on like the schedule, so there is going to be some Street Fighter 6 stuff. And yeah, I think we've all got our fingers crossed for that gameplay.
maybe costumes as well, you know.
Ooh,
And maybe
nice.
And it would be really nice, yeah. A secret Rose reveal. We're bringing about Rose. Extra character. Just for Ruzu, you know.
That would be good. I think a Rose bring back would be amazing for lots of people. I'd be super happy with, by the way, there's a 5th DLC character and it's Rose. I'd be partying.
Well,
I'd be like, Rose, let's
you'd be
go.
partying. I'd be partying as well, would you? But I think that'd be, see, maybe one can wish. But in the meantime, I think we've hit our top 4 now.
You know what I wish for? before we
Go on.
get to our top
$100 in the match arena.
We have $100 in the match arena. Thank you very much to Gerg Slurken. Fun fact, Sir Cloud got his name from Final Fantasy VII.
So Gurk is choosing violence because that is very much not the case. It is, in fact, the most hated thing that you can say to Claude. So, Gurk coming out with a big trolling donation. I love it. I love it.
So what I think Claude needs to do now is putting, $46 into the match arena so we get to 150 and pay out the top 3. Then I
also
will
got a
actually
donation.
believe him that it was fake. what
I
Gerg said.
think we got Sorg Mantel as well, the JP player we saw earlier on the stream, donated $16.50 as well, so shout out to him.
Oh, amazing.
So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for the contribution. It means a lot. Of course, we don't get any sides of the pie. The players obviously do, and it's well earned. And it's a community effort, like I said. So, shout out to Sorg Mantel, Iron Power, Thud, Sir Claude, Peddy, and Gurk Slurken. So, much love to you guys. But top 4, Dr. Barnes, tell me all about it.
Well, it's going to be good because we will be hopping back up to the winner's side right now, and we're going to be seeing Juicy Joe versus Riekeman's Barnett, and then we'll be hopping back down to losers semi-finals to see Phenom versus Malmus before we then go to losers finals to see who is going to be making it into that all-important grand finals and getting that big 50 points on the first edition of the World Warrior Europe Northeast for 2025. We're starting the Pro Tour off in style.
And you can definitely get signed up for next week's World Warrior. It is back-to-back. It's very close. Obviously, usually it might be a month apart or so, but in this occasion, it's going to be next week, 5th of July. If you are part of the EU Northeast region, get signed up, please. Don't delay. Sign up today and get your points,
Yeah, and you should extra do it because it rhymes. Don't delay, sign up today so you can remember it. And also, don't delay if you are in UK and Ireland because World Warrior for you starts tomorrow. Get signed up now. You've probably got till around 11 a.m. tomorrow, and the bracket will start at 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. Central European time. Get yourself signed up and don't miss it because it's going to be sick. And of course, then the action doesn't stop there. Saturday, it will be World Warrior EU West #1 as well. That will be at 5 p.m. European time, 4 p.m. British time. That'll be showcasing the likes of Belgium and Netherlands. And then Ruzu, it's your favourite region.
It is my second favourite region. Might I correct you on that? Sorry, Dr. Buttons. But World Warrior Germany can definitely do some damage. You got the likes of GG Halliburton, qualified twice, mind you, on that. Recently taken Hessen Crash. Got your Angel. You've got so many players that can definitely take the World Warrior for Germany. 29th of June. Check that out. If you are part of the Germany region, get signed up. There's so much to watch, and even if you're not signed up, even if you're not in that region, come and tune in because there's some fantastic talent to watch.
Yeah, I've got so much great Street Fighter to enjoy from a spectating point of view, from a learning point of view. There's loads that you could do, and we're certainly going to be learning here what these guys have got to show against each other, and what a great headbutt there to do with the departures.
Beautiful headbutt, absolutely gorgeous. Check through that bit through the only departures and bit through the teleport. Right, you can't teleport on me for free, mate. Alright, I sort you out. Alright, it's back to full screen, and this is where it might get a little bit tricky, right?
But we timed the headbutt perfectly to be able to get through the projectiles. Brilliant stuff here from Riekeman's Barnett, piling on the pressure, but nice anti-air there from Juicy Joe.
Absolutely. And that should be looking like the round. Chronobot gonna right through. There you go. Don't come near me, heathen. Back to full screen, and a round for Juicy Joe, representing Ninjas in Pajamas. I'm not sure what KS stands for, Rico. I wonder, he's not actually told me that before.
I think it's Kelowna Sport.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm glad he's sponsored in the slightest. Violina. Departure. And this is where the shenanigans lie, right? In the corner where you've got to fight JP. He really does keep you aware of your highs and lows.
What a great anti-leather on the butt slam. There's a difficult for Riekemann. No drive gauge. Lockdown in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
There's that DI.
Sponsor support. Thank you very much, Woofington. Appreciate that. Oh, wait, the guillotine overhead. Oh my god. You didn't actually get a conversion and stuff. But this is a bit scary here. Oh, wait, how did he just walk up and just throw? Mate, you... I love it. Careful, that was a very risky jump in. Oh my goodness, what you got? Amnesia.
Oh, the amnesia! Oh wow, the amnesia beating the super. That's game number 1 for Juicy Joe.
That's how it goes. Very nice start for both of these players, but Juicy Joe taking that very first game there. That's the 3, of course, winners finals. Oi, you're reaching a bit too far, mate. Very aware of the options that Honda can go for. Great check into that butt slam. Drive reversal. I'm not sure if that's guaranteed SPD for Honda. I think it might not be. Normally Honda Rike would go for the right option, but maybe being a bit distant perhaps as well, if you consider.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Oh, and again, fantastically timed headbutt there to deal with everything, but Juicy Joe finds that perfect parry. Able to get a lot of distance to escape out the corner. Good pressure there here from Riekemann. Great check. Juicy Joe is ready for the Honda.
Absolutely. Doing his own work. Departure on screen. Yeah, pick of the fingers. Catches with the trig lab. And now the slow game begins. 49 seconds on the clock. There's still plenty of time to work with. Sometimes you forget the time's a factor. Lavushka is forcing the issue takes the throw. Yeah, there's so many options that you could go for, right? You could block the first couple of hits, or parry, or you jump over. It's so many things to consider.
Yeah, and it definitely feels like that's something that's survivable if you've got a nice chunk of health left, but Riekemann there basically being on teeny tiny bit, any hit was going to be death.
Indeed. Departure on screen, kick of the fingers once again. Yeah, you can't make the approach so freely. You have to parry. Drive rush jab, tries to bait something out of Juicy Joe.
Look at all that drive gauge that Riekemann's had to use and that's been chipped away by JP, and while Juicy Joe's got a really lovely healthy drive gauge at the moment.
Indeed. Good check. That should be the round though. There we go. Headbutt.
Nice. Oh, lovely choice of the departure teleport there for Juicy Joe, but Riekemann fighting back from that Urdy hand. Nice check. Amnesia time though. Oh, lovely challenge there from Riekemann.
Indeed. Oh, the amnesia. Both in burnout. Lavushka might force issue. Low forward. Jet string. Good anti. And again, always ready for the butt slam. Yeah, every single time.
You see a lot of people not ready to deal with like the upwards hit as well as the downwards hits. That was so clever. So number 2 here. Oh, lovely body reversal headbutt there from Riekemann.
Yeah, beautiful stride bog there. And looking very assertive. It's very like slow pace. You know, it's waiting for those interactions where you can get a big chunk of damage and then you can get the set play going. And Riki just not really getting an opportunity, right, to kind of close the gap and get the momentum rolling that Honda can really steamroll you with.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Definitely feels like it's kind of like Joe's setting the terms of engagement and is doing so in a really great job to really put it in JP's advantage. The spacing, you know, it's all being dictated by Joe at the moment.
Alright. Good parry on that. He's been checked. A beautiful OD headbutt. That was anti-airing there. I like the side switch there. The DIA not ready for it. No show of power for him. Reset. Things like might be happening sometime soon. Yeah, overhead. There you go. I was expecting. Not ready for that overhead.
That does mean it's set point for Juicy Joe. Can Riekemann dig deep and find a way to get Honda in JP's face to be able to make something happen?
Indeed. Full screen departure. And right now, 2 bars of super. Lavushka always an option, right? And primarily you want to use it when misinput perhaps?
Yeah, I think you're right. But we're not really able to get much out of it. That time the butt slam does hit.
Big
Oh
touch.
no!
What you got, baby? Low strong. That's the departure. Looking for burnout. There you go. Now you got to fight in the corner for your life. Beautiful tech. Perfect parrying response. Punish counter. keep the sequence going now. There you go, early departure again, keeping on his toes. What a lovely fuzzy guard. This might lead into Chronobog here. Fingers might even be dead here. Got the buttons. There you go, Chronobog.
Right.
Wow, gorgeous.
Juicy Joe
That
making
was-
it to grand finals.
Fantastic play there, and I love the reset there at the end with the fuzzy guard, keeping him aware. You know what, right? You ain't gonna expect this one. Watch your dome. You got the stiletto to the head. That's what you got.
It did, but still some really great play from Riekman Svanet there. It just definitely feels like it's one of those matchups where Honda wants to be in. JP's like, I can be in. I can also be out though and really frustrate your game plan, but great play from both players. Riekman Svanet, of course, still not out. Will be waiting in losers final for the winner of Phenom versus Malmus. It's going to be interesting to see which of those guys manages to make it through, but Juicy Joe, that JP is looking as sharp as ever. We'd expect nothing less from Joe. Absolutely amazing player.
Absolutely concur. That's how it goes sometimes. I wonder if he's dropped any games today. I think he's dropped one against against Veggie earlier. Let's have a quick look at his run and see how he's actually gone. 2-1 against Varlix as well. Okay, dropped one against Varlix as well. So he's only dropped 2 games in total today.
I think that's a good run, but you know, we could be like,
shabby.
oh man, maybe tighten it up, Joe. Like those are 2 whole games that you could have won.
It's
So you
always
could have
hard to
made your run
affect.
even quicker.
Even quicker, yeah, indeed. But
I
before
think we
get
should
to,
DQ him for losing these 2 games, right?
Yeah, I agree. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we got a contribution from JNV. We've hit that top.
Yo,
Free payout.
JNV with $46, bringing us exactly
Damn.
to 150.
Thank you so
Wow.
much.
That
Gosh.
is amazing. Thank you.
Greatly appreciated. Appreciate that very much. So that means top 3 is going to get the pair. Doesn't mean you have to stop there, guys. If you are feeling generous, you're enjoying today's tournament, if you're enjoying today's gameplay, especially Juicy Joe's, you want to earn a little bit more slice of that pie, could contribute a little bit more. But we're going to get into that losing semi-finals soon. Phenom versus Malmus. I don't think these two have run into each other just yet, if I'm not mistaken. So this will be an interesting one.
Yeah. I think that we're on different sides of the bracket. So first time meeting today. And this is a money match now, because the winner of this gets a share
right.
of that payout. So, you know, it's not just points on the line now, it's some cold hard cash.
There absolutely is going to get a slice of the pie. And it's funny, interesting watching Phenom's gameplay and watching Malmus' gameplay, right? So Malmus' gameplay is a lot more heavy action, constantly in your face, keeping you on your toes. I'm going to be constantly pressing buttons in your face. You have to be really aware of the interactions that I'm looking for, or the trade combos that I'm looking for. Whereas Phenom, a lot more footsie based. I'll play it slow and paced. I'm going to go to those low forward, low strongs, find openings in different ways. So it's who's going to really control the pace of the match, and will it be the very experienced veteran that is Phenom, or will it be the hectic play that is kind of enabled, right, by Street Fighter 6 with the drive rush?
Yeah, the way Malmus wants to play definitely feels like it is with the flow of what Street Fighter 6 wants you to do. So in some ways, does that give you that edge to be able to go, I'm doing what the game, you know, is really encouraging me to do. That's all, you know, a really good strategy for being able to win. And also Blanca can be played in quite a few different ways, I think, as well. You've got different styles of Blanca. So it's, are you ready for Malmus' style, or have you been playing against other people's Blancas who focus on other areas of the kit? So I think that's definitely going to be really interesting to see how Phenom deals with the pressure.
Yeah, and considering that most people would, well, I know that even Problem has said it, that it's quite a better matchup for Blanca is the Cammy matchup. So we might even see it perhaps a switch up. And we've seen the Mai today as well from Phenom, so there might be some switch ups, but we're going to stick it out with the Cammy to start us off with for this first 3.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to start, right? Because it definitely feels like Cammy's Phenom's main at the moment. So if you're gonna, you know, you've got first 3, start with Cammy, see how it goes, adjust as needed.
Indeed, and starting off slow already. Look how it's funny, think about momentum. Getting in there, the overhead, reaching the wild nail.
Nice OD up ball there from Malmus, and Penham finds that sweep. Get the tech, and there we got the one of the new changes to the system mechanics. Mouse defending the throw. Got quite a nice chunk of drive gauge back to be able to play
Yeah.
with.
Absolutely, great point there. Also thinking about how well Phenom's been kind of punishing people. Like, if he throws that whiff button at the wrong time, he's going to get a good sweep. But sweep, of course, not giving hard knockdown anymore. Right, so something to really consider.
Yeah, that's a really great point. It's maybe not the thing that you ideally want to be your go-to punish tool. But having said that, Phenom's got loads of other great punish tools. What a great juggle combo.
Absolutely. Level 2 on both sides here. Oi, traded buttons, but Malmus winning that interaction by a nice little chunk.
Yeah, looking really good. Good patience as well. I think it's really interesting. It feels like Malmus has switched up the style a little bit to slightly more patient waiting game. I'm not sure whether that's going to be in the favour kind of overall.
Yeah.
It's almost that thing of, you know, your kind of really fast-paced style was really working and causing people problems, but
Yeah.
maybe the controlled bursts is what he thinks is going to work best against Phenom.
Perhaps, because sometimes you play to the beat of the drum of your opponent. It can be a dangerous game.
Yes.
Especially someone like Phenom, because he can take advantage of that. Missed dive kick opportunity there, unfortunately. With button completely. No response on that count strong confirm. We'll look for buffer. This could potentially kill. No, going to go for the Blanca Chanda DI. That is going to be the round right there.
Oh, it's maybe the calculated approach is a good place to start, because that was really, really nice from Malmus. And I'm surprised we didn't get a reaction on that second DI, but I don't know whether it's maybe that thing of, oh, okay, I've been DI once, it's not going to happen again. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, no, there's the second wall splat. The
Yeah.
least expected thing is doing it again.
Absolutely. Oi, what you got, baby? Taking to the corner. Like the whiff button. Check the DP. And no
The
response
anti-airs
in
are still
that.
super crispy.
Yeah, exactly that. Great conversion. That's going to be leading to level 3 right now. There you go. It might be a slither if I'm not mistaken. If not the round. It might be the round actually. Look at that.
Locked on.
Oi.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
That's a new haircut for you right there, Blanca.
Yeah, time for Blanca to have the little bob.
Yeah, exactly. Right, first game to Phenom. Very close first game, might I add. Just Phenom happened to capitalize in certain instances where he could and took whole advantage, exerting a big amount of damage where he can.
Yeah, the conversions were really, really good. And I think it was almost those situations where it felt quite even, and then suddenly Phenom had this massive life lead. It just definitely feels like super calm and composed and really playing that neutral game so well.
Absolutely. Good spiral arrow there. Keep him checked. The drive bar. That is burnout now for you. So we've seen Phenom a lot of the time in burnout as well. That's ooh, can he strike? We've seen Phenom spend a lot of time in burnout today. Actually, he's been willing to spend that meter.
Yeah, and it's been working out overall. Like, definitely meter well invested, and that was a great driver start from the light to be able to get a conversion. But here comes Malmus. Is this now the time to be able to tweak that style and go a little bit like, nah, here comes that hill of buttons. Can you guess what I'm doing next? Maybe you can't, because it's Lightning Beast time.
Absolutely. Ooh, the wake up, the instant cannon strike. What you doing, baby? But it doesn't matter. Lightning beast the blow. that was a bit of an interesting interaction right there.
I think it was an intentional setup. Looked like it.
And the roundhouse
Yeah,
to be out
definitely
the
the
drive
ones
bar.
where it was either super clever or just, Malmus mixing so hard the game lost where he was.
Panic out throw is going to hurt. Oh, just a slither to left to play with. No!
Nice.
The buffering is not occurring.
Yeah, Malmus's DI game has been really good in this set so far. They've all found hits, which is really incredible actually.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, beautiful low forward. What you got now? The DP. The roundhouse? No, just goes right into the throw. One more touch. Oh, that was a beautiful shimmy. He doesn't get the connect that he was looking for. Blanca ball right out of there. Side switches. Low forward. That is going to be the game there for Phenom. Killer bee spin. Going to snap a few legs and the neck. Oh, let me fix that kneecap back into place for you. 2-0 right now for Phenom. Looking very strong.
Yeah, looking really strong, really comfortable. We've seen Malmus try and switch up the pace, but it's not really worked so far. But there's still time. There's still time to make that adjustment, just that little bit more to try and get some rounds on the board.
Indeed.
But we're going right to the corner.
DP again, yeah.
Nice.
Every time he walks this certain amount of distance, almost sweep range, right? As soon as the opponent tries to jump, he's always ready to DP it. So you'll recognize that. It's almost like a forced jump. He's forcing his opponent to jump. Sounds silly, but every time he's walked into that range, they're doing it.
Yeah, you're really, really right. That it's definitely fully calculated to see it almost again there. And it's a great distance because you can whiff punch from it as well. Like, that it's perfect crouching medium punch range.
Right, oh, a lovely sweep. Look at that again. I think he's punished that like 4 times, that wild nail with the sweep. Worked out so nicely. Every touch damage counts as well. All these small interactions matter.
Nice and lovely count it confirm once again. We're going towards that corner. Interruption on versus lightning boost. Fakes out the reversal.
Yeah, tiny bit desperate there, unfortunately, at the end. I can see that though, because a lot of the time, Phenom was just controlling the pace absolutely phenomenally. Finding these absolutely beautiful sweet spots to get around Mammoth's buttons, and punishing them really convincingly.
Yeah, it just felt really smooth from Phenom. Even the times when it almost felt like Mammoth was getting that momentum shift, there was no shake in Phenom's composure, no doubt in the game plan. Just really, really nicely played. Of course, as well, congratulations to Mammoth. 4th place at the first World Warrior for this season for the region.
That's a good start.
That's going to be nice.
That's a really good start in the season, actually.
Absolutely. Means you net yourself a nice amount of points. Let me have a look. How many points does he get? He gets 4th place, gets 30 points. I mean, he has 20 points less in the first place, so still an exceptional placing for the very first tournament. Of course, 4 more to go. Of course, your top 3 placements matter. Those are the ones that matter. So you've still got 2 more to perform in, of course, but a good start nonetheless. But that means we're going to see Phenom versus VK Barney. It's going to be a run back of what was a 3-0 in that winners semi-final, where VK completely kind of controlled a lot of the set. I'd have to feel in that, and we would have thought it was quite an upset. But I wonder if Phenom's feeling this momentum right now. He's 3-0'd Magikarp, he's 3-0'd Malmus, and he might be looking to 3-0 to return the favour on VK.
I think you could be right. Like, that momentum is really, really with Phenom right now. So being ready to kind of just take that in, keep that composure, and just go for it to be able to take out Riekman's Barnet. I think that could happen. But that 3-0 was so convincing. There's definitely that vibe of like, I'm going to be interested to see if we start with Cammy or whether we start with Mai, because the Mai maybe felt a little bit more like it was getting somewhere compared to the Cammy, but I don't know. Phenom's in the Cammy groove, so I don't know if I'd want to switch off that right at this moment or see Phenom kind of make that switch when things are feeling super comfortable with that really nice clean neutral.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been phenomenally clean, especially that last stage. It's almost always at the right range, playing so clinically. Let's see some more clinical play. This is now our losers finals. We are almost at the very last stretch of this tournament. It's been phenomenal so far. We're almost there. Losers finals. Let's see how these guys play it out.
Yep, and it's always fun when it's a run back. Are we going to see a revenge for Phenom, or will Riekman's Barnet get the win once again and be cemented as the winner? But I think we're doing some mental damage here because we're doing throw loops, then into that stand medium punch conversion, and it's a perfect. Phenom is making a statement here.
He might well be not too happy about getting 3-0'd and having to go for that just extra game he had to play, you know. A couple extra games you had to play, perhaps. That's how it goes.
I think you're right. That's just like, you made me play more games. Now I'm going to murder you.
That means less rank games for me, you know.
How dare you take away my opportunity to get points?
Oh my goodness. Boy, what a lovely dive kick. And 2 bars of super here, going with his meaties. Not seen that often there, the crouch fierce. The roundhouse again to chip away that drive bar. Perfect start for Phenom, but Riekman's Barnet is fighting right on back.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's dead. I think that might be dead. No, he's going to go for spin dash smasher. Okay. Doesn't opt for the level 3. I questioned that a little bit, but Phenom's the veteran here. I think he might know better.
Ooh, slowly trying to push Reek to the corner here, I think, to make the most of that burnout.
Oh,
No
that
reaction
was
this
a
time.
risk.
Big stun.
That was a risk and a half because I'm kind of surprised that Rikaman's Barnet was not ready for that reaction. He knew he was edging onto that corner.
Yeah. It was definitely where he went, I think the reaction's going to be there. So when it was like, damn. But great call out from Phenom. Like, to kind of have the vibe that, no, this is going to work. Lovely shimmy there from Reek. And we are into this right-hand corner. Oh, Phenom straight away going, nope. OD out. Don't want to deal with that. No thanks.
That was, what a gorgeous OD headbutt on the spin knuckle. You recognized that there was going to be a string coming. He bit through that opening really nicely there. The butt splash. Nice touch there for Phenom. You need to connect that in something more. The hooligan combination into that dive kick. Gorgeous. A throw to boot here. Trying to equalize the health here. He wants one more touch. He actually will seal the deal for the round. Oh, what a whiff punish.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. My jab for your jab, and you to think he whiff punish that was phenomenal.
So good, and that's the sort of play that meant that Reek was doing so well to begin with, but misconfirmed there, and Phenom is going to capitalise, push straight into that corner.
Nice. But do a bit of bullying here. This is what we might be looking for. Level 3 is an answer here for Phenom if he gets an opening. He can knock this block string. Look at this block pressure. Oh no, because he's too meaty.
2+.
Yeah, rather 2+, absolutely.
Oh, DJ kick dealing with the headbutt, but perfect parry, but it misses on the follow-up. Phenom finds the hit, and this is going to be another round.
Set point.
Oh.
No, it's not set point. My bad.
You're fired. But anyway.
Jump scare.
You can't fire me. You didn't correct me right
Keeping
away.
us on our
You're
toes.
fired.
No, because you're meant to be the host here. All right. Oh, no, don't stop get us carried away, Vitas. All right, we're on Snoozer's finals. Right, beautiful perfect power here to level 3. Oh, level 1 wake up. Show of power, showing who's dominant.
Strange, that sweep for Phenom and the back throw. This is some good stuff. Good patience for Rikaman there, but gets thrown. And we're trading back throws, aren't we? No one wants to be in the corner for good reason.
Yeah, I was going to say level 3 is going to get off that. Beautiful stuff. We're going to get the final bout. It was a great start for Phenom, but Rikaman's Barnet has really caught on in the second game here.
Yeah, and that is exactly what we want. We've got a match. It's 1-1. The pressure is on.
You know what? It's 1-1 and I never said anything else.
Nope. Nothing was said at all.
I heard you, but... Right, what a lovely punch. And a few times he's gone for that now, the meaty heavy punch. Crouch fierce. And Rike's picked up on that. That's why he got a very nice perfect parry there. Going for these jabs. Killing some frames. Walking himself into the corner. Jabbing his way out of there. The roundhouse to bite at that drive bar. Low on drive bar right now. Beautiful sweep. Switches the sides then. The hooligan combination into that feint. And you've got a DI 10. Misses the dive kick unfortunately. But he gets to connect. Oh my, show power once again here. Dr. Buttons is very tight right now.
Yep, that time Reek was ready, but not for the second one. DI finds its mark once again for Phenom. And we've got the conversion. Another round on the board.
Absolutely. Good stuff right now. It's very tight right now. Tooth and nail, eye for an eye.
It is. It's like back and forth with the interactions. Nice drive reversal there. We've not seen super many of those in that match so far, so a new option being thrown in from Phenom to see how Rikaman's going to respond to it. I've got level 3, of course, on the side of Cammy, so Reek needs to be careful with what he's doing at distance. And again, the sweeps are working so well.
They're working beautifully, but gets checked this time for throwing out that stand strong. Might get level 3. No, just want to push some pressure on Rike. Got some nice little sequence of damage there, but a low drive bar means that Rike wants to catch up with him and do some work here. This is why he's going to force the looks. He's going to try and force the burnout, see? And in due diligence as well of that, because he burns himself out. What you got with this though? Oh, delicious.
Nice. Oh, great anti-air with the chop. And the
Wow.
headbutt does it. All evened up again. One game, one round apiece.
Fantastic stuff right now from both of these guys.
What a trade with the counter hits, but no one manages to find an advantage. Nice stomp from Riekemann, slowly trying to walk Phenom into the corner. The pressure from the driver,
Oh,
but Phenom not biting. Oh, again.
Everything in the kitchen sink, but the thing is, the reaction's so on point with Riekemann's Barnet there. Look at that level 3. Find about 50% of his health gone just like that. He's only got level 3 here in response to perhaps a reaction. Throws the DI. This is a good position now for Phenom. He's fought his way out the corner. He's got the whole stage to work with. Gets his drive bar back.
Yep, and that was such a good call from Phenom, giving himself, like you said, all that space. It gave the time to get that drive gauge back, and we're finding a throw versus the parry. And once again,
Oh my god, mid-screen throw loops. Do it again. Oh, he's going to chip him anyway. Doesn't matter. Delta with assault. That's going to do some hammering home there. Unfortunately, took too many throws. Phenom really clutching it out nicely there.
oh, this could be the final game. It feels like almost they're like trading blows with each other. It almost feels like it's now Reek's turn to get to 2-2, but we're going to see because Phenom will be wanting to close this out as soon as possible. But that was a lovely Oicho throw to start things off for Riekemann's Barnet, but that OD cannon spike did find its mark for Phenom.
Absolutely.
Those whiff punishes from Reek, they've been insane. The distance,
They
the
have.
awareness of how to convert them are so beautiful.
That have been absolutely exceptional. And this is the level of play we're seeing here in Europe Northeast. Gorgeous. That's not quite dead, but it's going to be close to it. Oh my god. The DI was an excellent choice right there.
Beautiful. What a call out. And that's slight advantage now to Reek in this game. Phenom, of course, is still closer to winning. But we've got that first knockdown. Nice punish counter though from Phenom. Pushing back towards mid-screen. Meaty works.
Oh, wait.
Oh no.
Right.
Oh. Jump scare.
Yeah, the respect of both players is definitely there. Lovely. Throw to boot. Level 3 on both of these guys now. Is you know what? Phenom wants to clutch it. He might just spend spin drive smasher here, I think. There we go. Take the round or cusp of it. A slither. Oh my goodness. Oi!
Oh. Set point for Phenom.
Absolutely.
So close to getting the revenge over Riekemann's Barnet, but the loss in winner's side. Great perfect power to start off. We're going to get a lot of counter carry from the target combo.
Big jumping to be blocked, and we're not seeing many anti-airs right now. We've seen a couple. Oh, the panic sets in, but the level 3 hits. Final bout does the work that he needs. We saw a couple failed anti-airs there, or not even attempts at anti-airs, but he gets to wake up level 3. Worked out nicely. And 3K needs this round right now to tie it all up, but Phenom is fighting right on back. It was a 3-0 for Riekemann's Barnet earlier on.
Ooh! You can see the stress for both players. Things are whiffing.
Beautiful
Instant air
sweep.
into the sweep.
This is almost guaranteed. If he pushes him to corner, it's guaranteed DI, and that should be Phenom taking it. If he doesn't drop this combo, beautiful Delta Red Assault to end it, and that's 3-1. Returns almost all the favour. Dr. Button.
God damn, that was nearly close to being so different. There are a couple of bits there in some of the scrambles where there's like almost a version where Reek got like the conversion and took that to 2-2. That felt so close at the end there, but good God, Phenom was so ready to be able to close that out, even in that scramble situation, so ready to go for it. That means it's going to be another Juicy Joe versus Phenom final for this region.
As old as time, shall we say. But it's it's just I'm absolutely impressed with how fantastic. I already knew they were fantastic players, but to see the showing that they're putting on today, they're fighting their hearts out, and they absolutely deserve to make it a distance. You know, it's not even just the people in top 8. Some people that we've not seen make it to top 8 today as well. You know, that are fantastic. But grand finals is looking like we're going to be seeing, like you said, Juicy Joe versus Phenom. Before
we do that, I want to remind everybody about tomorrow. World Warrior UK and Ireland at 7 p.m. CST, 6 p.m. BST. You can still sign up until 11 a.m. BST.
So guys, don't forget to get signed up for UK and Ireland World Warrior. If you're from the region, whether you're amazing at the game, whether you're average at the game, whether you're mediocre, maybe you're just terrible, it doesn't matter. Just get signed up, support the region, support the World Warrior, right? Because I think it's really important about all that learning process, right? It's about improving as time goes on. Some people learn at their own pace. Some people really catch on quick. But it's going to be fun. You might get the opportunity to play some players you never have ever played before, right? And I think that's all in itself a great opportunity.
Yeah, like, you know, you might be sat here going, oh, I'm not that good, but I think that Ending Walker and Problem X are amazing, or Link or Rapid, and, you know, you might get the chance to play against people like that first round, you know, because particularly if you're a newer player, how the seeding works means you're going to get a top player first round. So, you know, if nothing else, you could always be like, I'm ticked that off my bucket list. I got to play Problem X. Isn't that amazing? So there's all of that cool stuff as well. Because, yeah, it's not just about winning. There's loads of different ways to have fun through competing, getting to know people, and just having a great time with the game.
You could even gatekeep some of them, you know? Why not? You know, just say some of that. Yeah, cause some upsets. We like a few upsets.
Yeah,
gives us something to talk about. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So we'll be getting that grand finals. Was it Juicy Joe that did the... Alright, they're not running into each other obviously as of yet, but it was more or less the kind of prediction that we felt before we stream went live, that we did expect to see these two to get into that grand finals. I mean, it could have gone in any way for a lot of players today, but any predictions from your side? Do you think Juicy Joe might cause some havoc today?
It's hard. I think with how Juicy Joe's been performing, particularly in this top 8, those trios have been so commanding, really smooth, really in control. And with having that one set advantage, I do feel like it's possibly more likely that Joe's going to take it. But the kind of like adjustments Phenom's been making in this losers run, that momentum is going to be pretty strong as well. So I think this is going to be close.
Think back to like last year's kind of qualifying events, right? It was that Phenom auto qualified with his top 3 results, and then Juicy Joe qualified in the top 8 regional finals. So both those guys actually qualified for Capcom Cup. They made it the distance. Juicy Joe made it the further distance, shall we say? It wasn't necessarily a surprise to so many of us in the EU, but for some people that weren't so familiar with him, you know, they were very highly impressed by his fantastic gameplay. And I expect to see him make the distance again, to be quite frank.
Yeah, I expect so, and it's been great as well to see Joe being able to travel a bit this year as well, and to really, you know, make that mark outside of the region.
And gentlemen, grand finals, Juicy Joe versus Phenom.
All right, let's make it a big one. Very first, Europe Northeast, and the teammates. It's going to be a team kill. So Juicy Joe on that winner's side, Dr. Buttons, and of course Phenom on that loser's side.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mountain for Phenom to climb, but if anyone can do it, he certainly can. And this is a great start coming in here with the dive kick into the corner carry, going for the throw there, and throwing again. So we're getting super clues to this left-hand corner.
Absolutely.
Lovely meaty as well.
Yeah, indeed. We're reaching. We've not seen that option from him actually as of yet. He's often going for the crouch fears or the roundhouse. Not even for just a straight up throw like that. Interesting.
Oh, Joe as well is doing a great job right now of kind of closing that, you know, life lead down and really setting up a great hail of projectiles here, teleporting in and finding another throw. And finds the counter here. Ow. And just that ability to be so patient under that kind of pressure, because it took a little while to kind of erode Phenom's life lead there, but Joe throughout it all was just like, nope, we're chill,
Yeah,
can deal with it.
absolutely. Oh my goodness, the confidence of that. I think that was triple dash. That was when his only departure was on. Oh my goodness. He does not care. He's starting dominance. And the thing is, right, Paul's being from a similar region, right, they were going to be playing often anyway. But now they're teammates, so they're definitely playing far more often. You know, it's like training each other up and getting each other leveled up. Oh, parry on the jump in.
Oh, I've seen so many nice clean anti-air from Juicy Joe. Is that a sign that Phenom's getting Joe to crack ever so slightly?
Yeah, because the thing is, right, we've seen a lot of crouch fierces as responses to anti-airs, right, for Juicy Joe. Not many parries. And the thing is, we should be looking out for aerial command grabs from Juicy Joe if Phenom opts for a dive kick, because that's a very good option for JP against Cammy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But again, no anti-air there at all. And the timing there on the OD dive kick was absolutely beautiful for Phenom. No, taking no chances, cashing out that level 3, and we're going to be at 1 round each.
Yeah, taking it the distance. First game of the set of grand finals, and it's already going to that final round for the first game. Juicy Joe sitting on that 3 bars of super though. However, beautiful conversion from that low forward into that Tribog, making the approach, pushing him to the corner.
Still holding that corner down really nicely. Great use there of the jump button to be able to hold Phenom in the corner, and we're using that level 2 to be able to chip away at that drive gauge, and that DI will do it, set up the stun. Let's get the combo going. How much damage can we get?
Yeah, but he's already on the
damage. Oh, we're not even spending.
Yeah, he's already on cue to get another one, by the way. Look at this. So
It's about, yeah.
yeah. Another one.
There it is.
Goodness gracious me. Wants to fight his way out of the corner. Tries to throw. That's gonna kill. Conabog gonna take it. Winner side. Juicy Joe gets the first game. Looking really strong. And I love that sequence actually. You know, he didn't actually have to make Phenom actually hit or eat the Lavushka. He just had to force him into burnout and then DI him. That's what he opted to do. Very intelligent option, because actually I don't have to make you eat the mix up. I can just force you into burnout and then force a DI, which you can't block anyway. So it's great forward thinking from Juicy Joe.
Yeah, super clever. And that's exactly what you need to be able to do this the speedy way and to not risk getting reset. Here comes Phenom, great corner pressure as we've seen, but that crouch medium kick has been used to great effect from Juicy Joe. But now we're in the throw loops. And let's get it to blend for time.
Yeah.
Lovely amnesia.
Yeah, departure on screen as well. Level 1 for both these guys. Beautiful parry there.
Oh no, but couldn't quite convert it, just a bit too far. That's so unfortunate. What a perfect parry from Juicy Joe. That felt like a setup, like, come on, jump at me, but in response, Phenom answers right back.
Absolutely. Spiral arrow, the throw. What you got, baby? Oh, yeah, another one.
The patience.
Again, you see how he's actually not even going for crouch fears. It's just not optimal as a response. He's going for parries a lot of the time, and I wonder if Phenom's going to pick up on that soon, because we want to see some more empty jumps perhaps. No, you're way too cheeky with that one.
That was so cheeky. Like, Phenom isn't going to fall for that one. Not right now, not when he's on fire and fully woken up and ready to start his day.
That's right, 10 o'clock at night.
Clocking into the office time.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, great throw timing there though from Juicy Joe. Trying to keep Phenom locked on in this corner.
Oh,
But
nice.
we found that. Oh, lovely. Spending a level 2. Lovely optimization. 1-1.
Yeah, that Killer Beast being coming right on through. Game apiece. Of course, Juicy Joe more or less in the lead right now. He's only needs 2 more games to secure victory tonight. Phenom gonna have to play chase.
Certainly does, but it's a space to work from, isn't it? That first win. But will Joe let him take another one? We're gonna have to wait and see. It's gonna be close. Nice patience here.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to get a response.
And finds the throw. And again, like you mentioned earlier, Ruzo is still going for those throws straight into that heavy kick to try and take the chunks out of the drive bar. And it's still working really well as a strategy. Nice setup here from Juicy Joe.
Ready with the parry.
Oh, finds the counter hit. Good conversion.
Oh, just out of
Big
reach.
whiff.
Yeah, just out of reach, unfortunately. Juicy Joe reaching. Oh, momentum swinging to Phenom's side. Level 2 on both sides here.
This could be a super important start of that momentum shift. That slight lead for Phenom. Definitely feels like it could make the difference, but this is a great pickup here for Juicy Joe. We're going straight into that corner. I'm not going to spend anything yet, but setting up the departure.
Indeed, throw to boot. Lavushka on cue if he wants to use it. He tries to clutch fierce there. He actually see how he got punished for that instantly. That's why parry's been a lot of the answers here, especially for Phenom jumping. Just blocking this time.
Yeah, like you said, those air throws could be super crucial to help deal with those. Ooh, parry.
Again. You hit another one, or he
This
tries to
time.
bait it. Yeah, he tries to bait it. Juicy not biting. Willing to take another throw there. Gonna be able to kill here in this instance. There we go. No! I think Chronobog would have been the deal there. I think he was expecting it to kill, unfortunately. Fair enough.
Oh, thank goodness that character medium punch did
That
the
was
job.
risky, yeah.
I think he was expecting it to kill, just wasn't enough. I think sometimes you gotta just go for the spend. He actually could have, but damn.
It's worked out because both players have got level 3, and of course that does mean JP has access to that level 2, which can always be used to put some extra pressure on Phenom in a clutch situation.
Find some pressure now. Low and dry bars, both of these gentlemen here. Lavushka comes right on through as a response. What's the side switch? There we go, we get it. Departure on screen, set to DI, into momentum. Oh, he forces the parry.
Nice.
Fantastic stuff there, Dr. Bones.
Yeah, great sequence, but what a throw on the DI attempt now. Phenom's out of that corner, but still needs to be careful because Juicy Joe has still got some drive gauge to work with. But that level 3 could be critical for Phenom. Juicy Joe needs to be aware.
Careful now, one touch is all it takes. Not enough because we were scaled. That is going to be the round right there. Juicy Joe's already taking the DI, don't have to see that.
God damn. Phenom 2-1. We are getting closer to the reset.
We absolutely are. Wow. The pressure is on.
It really is. And that is a big error for Joe, letting Phenom get that massive jump in because we're already going to the corner so early. And that offensive space is so important in this game, and Phenom has been making the most of it. Everything is working out super nicely, but that is a big punish counter throw.
Apply some pressure with the Odie Torblen. Again, the Torblen baits the parry. Doesn't actually go forward with the drive rush into throw. Didn't expect the parry attempt from Phenom. The low forward gorgeous, and Phenom is on a roll right now. He's looking to reset the bracket here. He wants his points. He wants his placement to be at the top.
But this time Juicy Joe finds that anti-air, and we've gone to that corner. Can Joe keep Phenom locked down and start to erode this lead that Phenom's been building up?
Down again.
Ooh,
Oi.
Ooh.
Very nice. Good tech. Departure is set. Walks up for the throw. Love the challenge. Beautiful touch right there from Juicy Joe. Look at this big chunk of health depleted like that. Level 3 on both sides right now. Looking for Lavushka possible opportunity. Dive kick connects, and he's going to be able to get the level 3 off that. That means we're going to get a reset.
God damn. And that was another point when Juicy Joe
Ladies
could
and
have strength, but
gentlemen,
didn't.
we have a reset. reset.
Cammy wins.
Phenom has done it. The momentum is with him. Can he do it one more time? Oh,
He's riding the wave there. He's riding the wave. He's riding the wave. He's really feeling it, and I think Juicy Joe's got to be aware of some of those options. He's not approaching some instances with confidence. Like he'll go for the feint turbulent. He forced Phenom to parry, but he didn't go for the driver's approach into kind of get the punish counter throw. So little things like that, do it with confidence because you can definitely do it. It's just about he's thinking a bit too ahead, if that makes sense. Trying to be a bit too smart about it.
Yeah. On not fully believing in the decisions, almost like you said, setting up all these great situations, going, I'm going to force you to parry here, but they're not really like making the most of it and kind of going, well, this is what I'm going to try and do, but it's probably not going to work. So not being then ready to get the fault when it is working. So it's just almost like that, take a breath and be like, no, I need to believe in what I'm doing because it has worked so well up until this point and it can work again.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that was Juicy Joe on that winner's side, mind you. Phenom's doing the bit of the losers one in that top 8 side. Right, 3-0'd Magikarp, a 3-0'd Malmus, and 3-1 Riekeman's Barnet. He's got a 3-1 against Juicy Joe in this reset, and of course you can get signed up for Europe Northeast number 2 next Saturday, I believe it is 5th of July. Am I correct? I am correct.
Yes, you are spot on. And
go ahead, Buttons.
Oh, and of course, if you want more World Warrior action, more amazing games, you can always tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. CEST, 6 p.m. BST for World Warrior UK and Ireland number 1. It's going to be sick. There's still time to sign up. If you are in the UK or Ireland, get involved, get signed up, show out, and have a great time.
We could do the same for Europe West, 28th. It will be on Saturday. Don't miss out. Sign up today. Because if you're in this region, you've got to show up, right? And Germany, of course, on the Sunday, June the 29th. It will be at 5 p.m. CEST. Please pay attention, particularly to the times. On the weekends, it is 5 p.m. CEST and 4 p.m. British Standard Time. Of course, if we're not on World Warrior...
Very old slider.
Very old slider, right. Well, anyway, forget the old slider. We got Capcom Spotlight tonight in half an hour. But before that, we've got the Grand Finals reset now. Phenom versus Juicy Joe. Both now on that loser side.
Yeah, it's just one more first to 3 to go. Maximum of 5 games to decide who is going to be our first champion on the road to crowning our qualifier for Europe Northeast. And that's a great start from Phenom, getting that corner carry all set up. It's been doing so well. Great little shimmy there. And once again, we're cycling those Oki situations.
Indeed. Fighting right on back. The Strabble gets blocked, or parried rather. Reaching with the fierce. Gets absolutely challenged. Does great tech. Trying to reach once again. Will not be having it.
Good fake out by ball. And like he said, no. Capitalization, which means that's going to be round 1 Phenom.
Alright. Phenom finally officially in the lead, right? In this grand finals.
Yeah, this is that first time when it's like, yeah, no, finally, lead is mine, all is good, but here comes Joe swinging. Sets the departure, we teleport to get out of that corner, but Phenom is doing a great job on defense. Lovely perfect parry there, but still locked down in his corner.
Absolutely, big cross up, leads into that lift uppercut combination and that dive kick. Looking to reach. What a stagger forward, a phenomenal tech. The DP does not quite meet the requirements.
That was a perfect jump spacing. And Joe, this time the confidence is there. We're going to get all those juggles and it's going to be dead with the level 1.
Indeed, now round appeased. Level 3 for Phenom, however. Oh my goodness, watch your dome 3 times in a row.
Nice check there with Juicy Joe.
yeah. Departure on screen, Livish. Got is the opportunity now. Beautiful. That was a gorgeous anti. I have to say, that's level 3 coming, by the way, and that's a game for Juicy Joe. Phenom had that level 3, just never got a chance to spend it.
Yeah, it almost feels like the confidence is back. Like that round 1 has just made Joe kind of shake himself off and go, no, I've got this. I just need to go for it. I can't be scared. I've just got to play my game. And it definitely feels like there's been a big shift in how he's approaching this grand finals, which is fantastic to see because it means we're going to get some 6 sets.
Absolutely, making the distance count right now. The throw, we're back in that corner. It's that shimmy game. And a lot of the time, Juicy Joe is willing to take these throws, especially in instances where he doesn't want to have to deal with too much of a chunk of damage, right? I'd rather take his throw than deal with a 3,000 hit combo.
Yeah, but exactly the right course. And finding great counter hits here. Misses the juggle extension though, unfortunately, but still has Phenom locked down. Going for the feints here, trying to bait out that parry usage.
Trying to take a turn back. Big anti-air there. Finally anti-airing with that fierce, and actually does connect. The instant walk forward dive kick doesn't connect, but gets to close the gap for him, however. Forceman out. No parry. Throw is taken. Level 2 on both sides. Perfect parry. I love that he's read up on that.
Yeah, great to be picking up on it. Nice. We've got the burnout from the drive reversal, but which was mistimed because the level 2 is going to do its work. But we miss the pickup.
No
That's
way.
Such a surprise. He's going to work. No, drive reversal. Juicy Joe still has drive, but has burnt himself out. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oof.
Oh my god, he was so desperate to chip out there because obviously the grey health was there. He would have got chipped regardless of how much chunk of that grey health was. Oof. Good spacing from Phenom, but however, got clipped on as he tried to jump in. Juicy Joe leading the set right now with a round and a game.
Yeah, and this is time for Joe to really take charge of the situation, try and get a nice 2-0 buffer, but Phenom is coming out swinging. Absolutely locking Juicy Joe down, but again, we're using those medium punches to really great effect, finding those gaps in Phenom's armour, being able to get that space.
Absolutely, level 3 on cue for Phenom. Juicy Joe got level 2 Lavushka at some point, but low forward with such confidence and acertation gains him that round.
Yes,
Yo, thank you very much to Lord Gorge for buying one of the Saltmine League t-shirts on Match Arena, which also means $7 go into the prize pool.
Thank you very much, Lord Gorge.
Enjoy your t-shirt.
The players are earning that money.
That actually should be the game right there. They already saw this is a toe for toe, honestly. These guys are fighting back and forth so hard.
They are. It's amazing how quickly like the momentum's swinging, and I think it is really going to be that mental fortitude piece as to who gets through, because it definitely feels like whoever gets the shake in their confidence, their game plan just starts to fall apart. And Phenom is looking really strong right now.
Looking exceptional. Oh my goodness! I whiffed 2 buttons in your face, but I'm still gonna press the jab. Yeah. Let's go, baby.
Ooh. Couldn't convert off the punish counter. Nice tech. Great timing on the dive kick.
Yeah, being a bit too carefree with those buttons, if anything. And now you're paying the price a little bit. Stuck in the corner. We take another throw. This time he actually attempts to tech the throw. He gets punished for that. You shan't catch him teching next time.
Now that's why Juicy Joe been showing so much patience on those throw attacks. I thought we weren't going to get the bait to actually work, but that time it did.
Nice low forward, spiral arrow, the throw to boot once again.
Nice drive rush kind of.
Oi.
Good count hit.
Oi, what a lovely meet in the air there, Dr. Buttons. And he could have actually converted that to level 3, but you know, you don't want to spend straight away. He's still in with opportunity.
But that CA on Cavi's side is now really dangerous. You want to spend when you get the chance now, otherwise you might miss the boat. But we're not going to even need to spend because we've got the pickup, we've got the confidence, we've got the combo.
Not even parrying anymore on those jump-ins. He's not resorting to that.
Yeah, it feels like the jump medium kick is what Joe's decided might be now the check. Oh, the big whiff there from Phenom, but not a big punish, unfortunately.
Nice, good throw. Dive kick comes around through. Grom's Joker into that Lavushka. Oh, interesting. Neutral jump into that low. Gets Phenom to bite that, however. Not level 1. Going to go for OD departure. So that's going to teleport right out of there, I believe. Yes, he is. Chronobot going to hit. No, not quite enough. The chip comes through. Departure is set. And we are going to be causing some chip territory. We are chip territory right now. Ooh. I think he wanted to close the gap there just before Phenom got his drive bar back. Now you're in a scary situation. That means your bites through.
Ooh. We can't juggle. This is still terrifying for Juicy Joe. That gauge is coming back slowly, but Phenom isn't going to make it.
No. Not having it. Not having it, mate. And now Juicy Joe. Closer to victory.
The pressure's on Phenom now. That lead's so important for Juicy Joe to be able to go, right, I could just settle in a little bit. It's Phenom that really needs to push right now.
No, man, it's minus 14 that button, by the way. Yeah, minus very heavily negative. Gotta be careful throwing that out.
Yeah, super careful, but that is a good punish counter, and we get the pickup of course. Set up the departure, the JP classic. We know they want to do it. It's so useful for them.
Departure on screen once again. Level 1 on both sides right now. Both looking for opportunities to capitalize. No Lavushka just yet. Taking their time about it. Back to full screen. Might even go for level 1 here. Yes, there you go. Chronobot is now on tournament point.
Is he going to do it? It would be amazing if he can. It almost feels like we've had that journey of like the lack of self-belief to that real growth of confidence. Can Juicy Joe fend off Phenom?
Absolutely. Let's see how he fares. Throw to boot right now. Phenom is not going down without a fight. Another throw to boot as well.
Nice. Ooh, punish counter, but we're not converting. Ooh, maybe overreaching a bit there. And the burnout is not good.
It's not good at all. The throw is definitely tech right now. Lavushka is definitely the opportunity that will give Juicy Joe the distance. There you go. It's active. Let's see what happens here, Dr. Buttons.
Oh, we didn't block. Big pickup. But no need to extend, so we're just getting the normal juggles. There we go. Oh, big DP out for Phenom. Phenom's still alive. Has level 3 on deck.
Absolutely. Throw back into the corner. Level 3 is available right now. Beautiful DP with Phenom. What have you got? Parries the jump in. He catches in with
Still
the
alive.
driver.
Not over yet.
These guys
We're
are
not
fighting.
done.
Yep. Phenom wants to make it another game. Not going to go down without a fight right now. Juicy Joe hitting out these turbulence. OD departure on screen. Level 3 for Phenom. He can definitely give it the response he needs. Parry is biting off free. Love that walk forward after the perfect parry buffer. Not taking it.
Oh, I didn't recognise it. Yeah, I love that Phenom's going, you're not going to anti-air. I'm going to jump. I want these plus frames. I'm going to take them.
Offering away. Can he strike? Doesn't confirm into anything. Low forwards, they're coming through. Level 1, level 2 is on deck soon.
Oh, there's so many whiffs. The tension is so real. Phenom finds the throw. Every button means Juicy Joe's like building up that super, but Phenom finds the hit. No conversion yet though into that super, still holding on to it for the threat.
Yeah, no departure set up there, unfortunately for Juicy Joe. Opts to dash forward, takes the clip. Level 3 is going to come right on through here. Interdiction.
Congratulations to Juicy Joe, winning World Warrior Northeast number 1 of Capcom season 25.
JP wins.
Fantastic
God
stuff
damn.
there. Phenomenal
What a way
set.
to do it.
Yeah, it was exceptional from both players. They are both phenomenal. But on this occasion today, Juicy Joe is the victor, Dr. Buttons. And I can't wait to see these guys run it back next week on Saturday, because this 5th of July is the next one.
We don't have to wait, and this region has absolutely showed up and showed out tonight. We have seen some of the best the EU North and East has to offer, and why this is such an exciting region that you should be paying attention to week after week. What a set. What a grand finals. What a reset. What a story. Amazing stuff.
Absolutely. And there, as you can see, our top 8 for the very first Capcom Pro Tour Europe Northeast number 1 in 7th place, joint 7th place is Wonderboy coming in from Sweden, and Fang also coming in from Sweden. Joint 5th place is, it's funny, 2 DJs right there. It's one Magikarpa coming in from Sweden, and of course Shady Posta coming in from Poland with that DJ as well. How about our top 4 there, Dr. Buttons?
The top 4 is an amazing set of people, and we start off with a number 4. It is Malmus with Blanca. Then we have Riekeman's Barnet with the Honda. Then, of course, it is Phenom with the Cami. And our champion for tonight was, of course, the incredible Juicy Joe on that JP.
Phenomenal stuff. Congratulations to our top 8, and of course people that have made those points, right? So Juicy Joe sitting on that chunky 50 points right now, looking absolutely ready, absolutely juicy after that, you know. So good stuff, and I can't wait to see some more action throughout the rest of this week.
Speaking about more action, tomorrow, Rosu, you know?
Yes,
You're there as well.
I will be there. Yes, I'll be on the mic.
With Jammers.
Catch me again. Yes, I'll be on the mic with Jammers. So catch me there again. You get to see my lovely face. I'm sorry, guys, you got to see me twice in a row, but you know, you won't be seeing me in Saturday.
Working
Sunday,
hard.
Yeah, over time. What can I say? But UK and Ireland, definitely catch us there. If you are in the UK and Irish region, please make sure you get signed up. Represent, come through. Vital that we support our World Warriors, and especially UK and Ireland. We are a super region. There's a reason for it, because you'll catch the phenomenal talent that we've got tomorrow.
I have to seat 100 players tomorrow. I need to get up early. You know?
That's going to be a toughie. Long
Yeah,
day.
it's almost midnight here right now, so time to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, get up early tomorrow. No, I actually will watch the Capcom Spotlight. You know, like it's happening in a couple minutes.
Yeah, definitely. So guys, I think that is it. Dr. Buttons, it's been an absolute pleasure to commentate with you this wonderful region today. Been a fantastic co-commentator.
Yeah, it's been so amazing. Such great matches, and we're going to do it all again soon, hopefully, because it was so exciting.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Buttons. Thank you, Ritas, as well, of course, holding it down. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow for UK
Yeah,
Island.
I
Capcom
sent
Pro
you
Tour.
over to one of the guys who is one of the favorites to win. You know, Broski. Have a good one, everybody.
Ooh,
and
exciting.
See you all tomorrow.
See you later.
Pretty much don't get hit moment. Oh my god, you got hit! Oh my god! About to get screwed out.
It was so clean. Oh, there it is, the nice reaction to DI.
Don't want any of it. Trying to drive push again. Caught him jumping back. Overhead, still going.
Yeah, he can indeed just chip, but
No way!